Yeah, what's good, everybody? You already know who it is and what it is. And if you don't, it's the one and only one, FleeboyJetson, host of the Voice of the Heroes podcast. And this is episode 5. That's right, man. We've been exploring the Ranger verse and been going all around the world, the universe, the galaxy, wherever you can to find Rangers with the passion and love for Mighty Morphin and beyond. So we got a couple of fan projects we're talking about today. A couple of announcements, trailer reactions. We got special guests. Spazz, the visionary in the building. What's good, my brother? Go ahead and mute your mic and let people know where they can follow you at.
The visionary, you can follow me on all platforms. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, it doesn't matter. YouTube, just look up Spazz the Visionary. 9 times out of 10, you're going to find this face right here, me.
Definitely. And we got my guy from Guardians of the Origin Crystal. We'll talk more about that. Daemon, welcome to the show. Let people know where they can follow you at.
Yo, it's Daemon from the Lost Rangers on TikTok. The other platforms I kind of keep on the private level. But if I ever want more Power Ranger content from me, the Lost Rangers on TikTok.
Definitely. And we'll be talking about all Power Rangers today, man. So let me just put in the names correctly. Now, today we got a special episode because the topics will include, we'll be doing debates and stuff like that from the Zordon era. So, since it's only fitting, we got Zordon in the building as our special guest. So stay tuned for that. We will also be talking about the new Lego set that's been going on. We just got a brand new member and hero in the chat. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. That means the world to me, man. Thank you for becoming a hero, Derek. That means so much to me. Remember, heroes and rangers, if you get your memberships, you get to enter giveaways. We got a PS5 and a Nintendo Switch 2 giveaway happening at the milestone of 5K. We got signed autographs from multiple rangers that you can invest in. And I'm sorry, my cat made a guest appearance. I do apologize for that. You know what I mean? But we got multiple things in store. So make sure you get your memberships, show some love. And I'm gonna shout out everybody in the chat in a second. Let me just give you the rundown. So we'll be talking about Zordon debates. We'll be talking about multiple fan projects. Beast Hunters trailer came out today. So we'll be reacting to that as well. I don't know if y'all seen it yet, but make sure y'all go check out that Beast Hunters trailer. I haven't seen it. I've seen clips of it online. So we're gonna check that out also. Mother effer, we have a sneak peek at the first episode of VR Rangers Fight for Gridscape. My God, never before seen footage, man. We got something special for y'all, so make sure you tune in and lock in for that, man. So that is going down. We're gonna be talking about the Anubis Black Ranger from Mythos Force and his role in that. I know y'all seen the thumbnail. Not even Sage got that picture. I'm gonna send it to Sage now. I was waiting. This motherfucker gonna be like, what, Flea? You might see Sage make a video after this one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Sage, I'm sorry. I had to do it to you, though. You know what I mean? Watch when you see this motherfucking picture, though. Me, personally, I honestly think the Black Anubis Ranger got the coldest drip in Mythos Force. Hands down, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It's by a landslide. I'm sorry, but he clears the Red Ranger in my opinion. Just saying. And we will also be talking about Guardians of the Origin Crystal. Daemon will break that down for y'all. So we got multiple projects to talk about, multiple topics, the Super Sentai rebranding and the Lego set. But before we get into it, I want to give a shout out to all our Rangers and heroes in the chat. Let me give y'all the rundown. Kamui Trap God, what's good? Yona, what's good? King Spade, how you doing? Andre, how are you? Dre, you finally changed your name. Had your government there. I see you started and then you changed it. Thanks for that. Cold Hearted, what's good with you, man? TX was good. TXT Vault was good with you, man. Derek, thank you for the hero sub, man. Appreciate you. G Money in the building. Rose, thank you. Lotus, it's always a pleasure. Shout out to our day ones and everybody who's been here. Bailey was good with you. Now let's get to it. The Black Dragon. Yo, Black Dragon was good with you. All right, so let's lock in, y'all. All right, first and foremost, I want to give a huge shout out to my guy Spazz. Because Spazz, man, you have been working. I don't even know where you find the time to do the Ranger content on top of your comedic side of stuff you got going on, because you got a lot of, comedian stuff going on, and that is hitting crazy. Look, Sage just messaged me. He said that's crazy. He literally said that's crazy. He literally just texted me.
Hey, shout out Sage, bro.
Hey, shout out,
Shout out Young Sage for sure.
We talking about it. We talking about it on the podcast. So pull up. I'm gonna tell him on pull up. So yeah. Let's see if Sage. All right, but man, congratulations, my brother. So you hit a milestone on Facebook. You're hitting milestones on viewerships. Where do you find the time to not only get in that creative space for the Ranger stuff, but also for your other content as well?
Man, it's the hunger, bro. I make the time. It's the hunger, bro. Like getting addicted to it and just loving making people laugh, loving the interactions that I get, the nostalgia that I may spark. Just that I fell in love with the interactions, bro. So yeah, I feel like there's always time for me to just get involved with the content. If I'm not doing something with family, my brain is trying to create.
Hey, I respect it. Now you got 3 projects you're working on, correct? You have
Definitely.
right now your main focus that you got coming out Monday, episode 1. Let people know where they can find this, and let people know a little about, a little backstory of how it came to be and, the process of it. But it's called VR Rangers Fight for Gridscape. Now let's talk a little about that.
So VR Rangers Fight for Gridscape. It really started off with me wanting to incorporate my love for Power Rangers into skits and stuff like that. And also just wanting to be a Ranger myself, but seeing that, it's a very expensive project on a, realistic standpoint. So I'm like, how can I make myself a Ranger without breaking the bank? And I figured, creating a virtual world where I can have my character hop in and out of the real world to the virtual world using clips from old scenes of Power Rangers. That's how I felt I could bring that to life. So you're going to see a virtual reality.
Hey guys, this is Jason Douglas.
Zada MacArthur, voice of Yuji Itadori. This is Jared Snow, the voice of Shinra.
And you know what I really appreciate about that too, to be honest, because you're bringing a whole different type of vibe. I don't know if y'all heard the voice actor to this motherfucker, but man, it's a different type of vibe, and I think it's something we need, because I think something that Jason Font said to me when we was doing the interview with him, right? He said, different type of projects, diversity, right? And all types of stuff. Right now the Power Rangers culture needs maybe an animation, needs the Super Sentai vibe, needs something new and refreshing. So the fan projects, I think, is what people are leaning on right now, right? You got Bloodline of the Grid, you got, Shadow Grid or some, you got Beast Hunters that we'll talk about, and now we got VR Rangers. So what did you do to separate your program or your project from all the others?
I wanted to break away from I'm a huge Power Rangers fan. I got love for Power Rangers, but I wanted to break away from the kiddish, over the top, I guess, the way the line delivery, and I wanted it just to be natural. I wanted the cast to be, I guess, more adult based, so that, other than that, I can't say I'm too different from the other ones, because it's all Power Rangers at the end of the day. But yeah, just trying to bring a more fun, energetic feel to it without it being too kiddish.
Hey, I respect it. So now I got to ask you, right? Tell us about your cast. Tell us the Ranger you'll be playing, and tell us a little bit about it. And then we're going to talk about Guardians of the Origin Crystal, and then we're gonna get into this sneak peek, y'all. So don't go nowhere. Hit that like button. Spam that in the chat, man. Spam that like button. Let me know right now. Red Ranger helmet or Blue Ranger helmet? Do y'all want to see the sneak peek first, or do y'all want to react to the Beast Hunters? Let me know. Red helmet for VR Rangers, blue helmet for Beast Hunters reaction. Go ahead, use them emotes and lock in with that membership. So go ahead, tell us about the cast and tell us about what we can expect.
So with the cast, and y'all be able to see some of it within the trailer, glimpse of the Red Ranger. You only get a small glimpse of the Red Ranger, mainly because I wanted to bring back that aspect of surprise, you know? Want y'all to just be surprised on the Red Ranger. So as far as pink and yellow and blue goes, if you watch SPD, we all know the Blue Ranger is very by the book, very strict and stern. But my Blue Ranger, I wanted him to be more on the, what's the word I'm looking for? More on the street side, more out there and just, I guess, a hood Blue Ranger, if we gonna be honest. So that's kind of what I was going for. But overall, I really just told the characters, play yourself. This is just us being ourselves if we got thrown into the world as Rangers. So however you would react to a situation as a Power Ranger, whether it's adventurous or scared, that's what I want my cast to bring as far as energy goes. How would you react as a Ranger if you just got thrown into that lifestyle? Hold on, I'm not able to hear you right
Nah,
now.
I can't hear you either, my boy.
Yeah, can
You
y'all
might
hear
have
me?
muted some
Mic check.
radio. There you are.
Got you.
All right, so
Got
so
you.
like say for instance, right? The reason why I'm so hyped about this because, like you said, this is something that you can do for multiple episode seasons. You know, going to different. So I'm so excited about this because I think it's gonna be dope. And I was telling my boy, I was like, "Yo, Spazz has such a charisma to him and such of like a comedic element that." I ain't gonna lie, bro. Some of the shit you be saying, excuse me, Rangers, but some of the shit you be saying on IG, bro, be having me in tears, man. So I definitely hope maybe we see some type of that in this. If not, maybe in future episodes. But before we show the clip, right, I definitely want to hold on. Matter of fact, I think we are gonna show the clip. Let's get into the clip so y'all know what we talking about and y'all can get the same hype that we can and let people know where they could see it at
Definitely.
Come Monday.
So Monday, November 10th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, YouTube, my YouTube channel, Spazz the Visionary. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and stay locked in because it will premiere there. Again, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday, November 10th. Y'all be ready.
Hey, if you miss out, man, that's on you, to be honest, because I'm going to be there. I'm definitely going to do a reaction on it. I haven't been much on the TikTok side of things, but I'm definitely going to react to that. And next Thursday, we'll do a whole deep dive into the episode. So, and that's with every fan project. So if y'all got, and also Rangers out there, if you got any fan projects you're working on, and you want to come on the show, no matter how big or small, man, you're all welcome, man. I'm not one of them dudes. You feel what I'm saying? I want to see it all. Pause on that. Heavy on the pause. But, all right. So now, without further ado, let's get into the sneak peek of VR Rangers episode 1. Before we start, let me make sure that audio is good.
And I just want to clarify for the trailer, there might be, because this has been put out, so there's some fair share supporters who might have seen this, but for the new faces, this is fresh for y'all. So yeah, just tune in and be ready to show some love. So Monday is the day.
All right, let me know. Hold on, let me see. All right, they can hear it. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Nigga. Yeah. I'm bringing sunshine to this shit, son. Yeah.
Good work, team. Man, what are these things?
Hey, man, that was tough. I'm not even gonna lie. That was tough. Hey, chat. Hey, spam the chat right now with W's, man. Go crazy, man. Let me see. Go crazy, chat, man. Let them spam the chat with W's, man. What y'all think, chat? He said intro is tough. How y'all feel about that, chat?
Y'all.
Talk to me. Hey, man, I'm excited for it. Now, another project you're working on, right? Another project is called Guardians of the Origin Crystal. Now, this one I'm not too familiar with, but I've seen you and Daemon been going live and not only doing, castings and things like that and auditions and putting Rangers together. So Daemon, tell me the concept, how you came up with the concept of Guardians of the Origin Crystal, and tell me what can fans expect from this fan project.
Okay, so you want to know really how the Guardians really came about? All right, so we all heard about the VR Rangers from my boy Spazz, and he actually has these Twitch live streams that he does, and he watches the watch parties and stuff. And actually, believe it or not, the whole thing came about. It was on RIP to my boy JDF. It was on JDF's death date, and he was watching all of JDF's best moments. And I recommended the episode of whenever Jason turned bad. Not Jason. What am I talking about? Tommy. Yes, exactly. He turned bad, and I was like, Spazz, what if we have like I wouldn't say a part 2 to the VR Rangers, but what if we start our own? And me and Spazz, we talk every now and then. And actually, that's what clicked our little thing we have going on. And we were like, bro, let's just brainstorm some stuff, put some stuff together, and let's see what we got. And so what we did, so pretty much what the Guardians is, Guardians of the Origin Crystal. Guardians is a fan-made voice-overing of Power Rangers Zeo. It's literally kind of like his VR Rangers, but we're just doing Zeo instead of SPD, as y'all know. So our plan is for a comedic voice-overing of Power Rangers, and to give the Power Ranger fandom and the community a chance to be a Ranger who may never thought they had the chance or what it takes to actually be a Ranger. So basically what it is, we're gonna be voicing over the actual fighting scenes of Zeo, while on the outside we're gonna be taking videos, and we're gonna actually have a whole script of everything that we're supposed to be doing, saying, and kind of like how an actual Power Ranger thing's supposed to be shot and done. So, and then we also gave each character lore. So as we know, for an example, so our Blue Ranger is named Andrew. So in our case, he would be the Blue Guardian. And we actually gave him a whole background and lore. We have all the lores on each character is already dropped. Villain lores already dropped. And we renamed everybody in the series, but we don't have the copyright title to anything. And we just kind of just started putting some things together. And next thing you know, boom, we got the Guardians.
Yep.
So it's pretty much, see, this is what I like about these fan projects that y'all are doing, right? Because y'all making things interesting now. And it's going to start cooking up the landscape because, you're right, Spazz. It costs thousands of dollars to put a production like this together, especially when it comes to original Rangers, right?
Definitely.
And but when you're using something like this and you have so much content to pull from, and honestly, I feel like some of these shows with different dialogue could have been massive.
And that was a part of it. That played a part in what made us choose Zeo. Because first of all, we just love the suits. We were watching it, but it was also the conversation of what do you remember about Zeo? Which, we love Power Rangers, not any way to disrespect Zeo, but some of us don't remember Zeo. Some of us, it was before our time. Some people say it was dragged on too much. So for me and Daemon, it was like, we can have fun with it, but let's find a way to make people love Zeo again, but our version of Zeo. So we just trying to have fun with it, bring more love and eyes to the Power Rangers community as a whole.
And I'll tell you what, too, also to add on this, Spazz. So we actually did come up with custom morphers also. Ooh. So we gonna have morphers for this. We got a lot of stuff planned. We plan on having kind of like either we gonna do team jackets. We gonna have something to do with the team kind of thing. Jetson, we got all this planned. It's coming. It's coming, baby. It's coming.
Hey man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I love to see the passion that y'all have for this because a lot, especially Spazz, Sage, Toa, Daniel, so many others, right? Because I got back into Naruto, like my second childhood kicked in. I started, doing a lot of, anime content with Naruto and other type of content, and then that just went down a rabbit hole. Like, with other things from my childhood that I loved. Excuse me, my fault, y'all. But that spiraled into Power Rangers. And then what really got me hooked on it, I was seeing a lot of TikTok clips on Facebook though, with the blickies and that song. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And I'm like,
that trend was going crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, hold on, now I gotta make a TikTok account. So then when I came onto TikTok, I said, you know what? I don't want to come with the same type of content I'm known for. You know, I want to do something else. And I said, you know what? It will be dope to revisit some of the episodes because, you know, after a certain age, no disrespect, but, you know, you fall off with certain franchises or, you know, little things because you outside, whether you in school, chasing girls, or just, you know, we boys. We get into you know what I'm saying? So jumping back into Power Rangers and revisiting all the seasons I missed and, you know, whether it was good, bad, it's been a hell of a journey because when I got back into it, my son was into it. So imagine me coming into my son's room and he's watching Samurai. And I'm like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't Mighty Morphin. These ain't the Rangers. He ain't the Red Ranger. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then he like, you know, so going through that whole experience with him, I thought was dope. And it, you know, gave me that love back. And here we are, man. And I want to talk to each and every one of you out there. So now the Beast Hunters trailer came out about a week ago, right? It came out, I guess, the day after we did our show. Big shout out to Shinosuke. He couldn't be with us today. And, you know, unfortunately, I think he might opt out as the co-host for multiple reasons. But things happen. It's cool. The show got to continue, right, fellas? Right. So,
100%.
But big shout out to him, man. What wonderful energy he brought to the podcast. Now, I will say, y'all, we're going to watch this trailer. We might low-key get a copyright, but we'll be all right. I even talked to the man today, and I told him that we was going to react to it and things like that. So let's see this trailer. Let's react to it, and then we'll go from there. Bam. Bam. Give me 1 second. Put it on. I think this is it.
I can't get a read on you to save my life. Why do you want to do this so bad?
Because I do.
That's not a good enough reason. Why flip sides like that?
Oh, what's going on? Why can't I see it?
You're not.
All right, hold on, y'all. I couldn't see it like that. My fault.
No, you good.
I can't get a read on you to save my life. Why do you want to do this so bad?
Because I do.
That's not a good enough reason. Why flip sides like that?
You're not the type of person I want to have this. I hope I'm right in what I see in you. And what's that? We share the spirit of the evil.
I don't think they can hear it. Can they hear it?
It might be time to do the thing! I respect what you do. I just want a chance to be part of it. I say we let him do it. This planet is mine. And everyone on it is my toy. Texas is coming at us twice as hard these days. So that is not an option.
That was tough.
Anything but
My God, that morph sequence.
automatic game over.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Holy shit. I'm not gonna lie.
That is wow.
Hold on, let me ask. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of. What?
It's
So this is fan made?
That
Yeah,
is fan made, but like what they're doing is what I mean with like I know that got to be expensive, even with just because I think they might have gotten some real suits involved. They have more put together with the production. That is beautiful. Got to give them their flowers on that.
That looked like it was an actual Power Rangers. Like what are we
Yeah, that was very cinematic. My God, yeah. Shout
Yeah,
out to
they-
them on that.
Yeah, big shout out to them, man. I'll be locked into Beast Hunters. That's what I'm saying. That's what I love about this fandom. Because everybody from everywhere has creative and dope ideas, and they're all coming to life. And the day and age we live in, bro, even if Hasbro don't do the right thing, we gonna do the right thing for the community, man.
Exactly.
And you're gonna get stuff like VR Rangers, Guardians of the Origin Crystal, Beast Hunters, Mythos Force, things like that, man. So that is actually phenomenal. Let me know how y'all felt about that in the comments, man. And go give them a huge shout out and a follow. Just type in Power Rangers Beast Hunters and go check them out on YouTube. I'm pretty sure that's the first trailer. So, you know, we're going to have some time. It's going to be some time until that probably comes out. But I'm pretty sure they're actually going to be at Rangers Stop and Shop, Stop and Pop or something like that. This Orlando. So if y'all there, stop by their table. They're going to have their own table. Say what's up to them. You know, take some pictures, ask some questions, support them in the best way possible. Now, let's talk about Mythos Force. You are cast as the Black Anubis Ranger. Another,
Yes,
another platform. Well, another project the community is hyped about. You know, it's been a lot of talk, whether good, bad, or ugly. It's been making headlines since its announcement. So tell us your role as the Black Anubis Ranger, a little that you do know about it, and what could fans expect?
So I think it's gonna be interesting because of the people who really know me and who tune into my content or have seen my face before, know me as the uppity, like you said earlier, charismatic and funny guy. But in Mythos Force, apparently I will be playing Zion, who is more of the quiet, calculated, cold, laid back, solo dolo type character. So I really get to tap into a different version of myself with this role. And, you know, I'm excited to bring that to life and play this kind of stoic to himself type of guy who eventually learns to be a team player. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, Young Sage, get this to us ASAP, man. You on the timer, homie. You on the timer. So, yeah, you on the timer, man. So make sure you lock in, man, because we trying to see that ASAP. All right, now that we got talking about the fan projects, we got two Power Rangers topics before we get into our debates. All right, the first one, Lego has officially announced after 30 years that we're finally getting a Power Rangers Lego set of the Megazord. Now, not only will you be able to create the Megazord, but you will be able to create each Zord as well. So whether it's the Mastodon, whether it's the Triceratops, whatever it is, you will get to create each of the Ranger Zords individually and put them all together to create the Megazord, which I'm not going to lie to you, whoever's creating the Lego, that's kind of smart because a lot of people are probably going to want to buy two, one to create the Megazord and then one to create all the other Zords.
That is true. That's very true.
Exactly.
I ain't going to lie, that's good marketing and that's good planning, and it's about damn time. Now, my question is, right, because it's easy. We all knew it was due for this, and Mighty Morphin has become so popular with the resurgence of Fortnite and things like that again. Now, my question is not, do y'all think it's cool or do y'all want it, but what will be the next one you would want to see? Would you want them to see, follow the seasons like the Ninjettis and then the Zeos, Turbos, or do you want them to go into something more popular like maybe a Samurai or this? What would y'all like to see next?
You got it first, Spazz. I'll go second.
Okay, cool. Personally, and this is going to sound crazy coming from me, from my supporters, but I would want them to go probably the Samurai route only because of the popularity, and a lot of people of the newer generation tend to ride for that season. So that would kind of break away from the people getting tired of Mighty Morphin and kind of, make them happy, please those fans, and then we can get into some of the other popular seasons.
And what about you?
I think that's a good one. You see, I'm biased. I love Lost Galaxy. All my people know I love Lost Galaxy, hands down. That's the best season. That's a different rant. That's a different topic. But for this certain topic, I'm not gonna lie to you, Flea. I'm gonna think SPD. SPD only.
Ooh.
If we want to be technical here, we all know with Lego sets they're big about. Let's build a car. Let's do this. You can build. You have to build different Zords. You have an airplane. You have an 18-wheeler. You have a race car, which is in jacks. You know what I mean? That there's different things you can do with it. And then you also, I mean, they want to get real technical. We can have the Delta Command base in the background, and what are we talking about? Like that's a holder. Like what?
Hey, that sounds kind of fire.
On the
Yeah.
marketing level, that's actually genius, bro.
That's genius.
Hey,
And they can
there's a
also
lot of
charge
money
the
on
Delta
the table.
Command base.
There's a lot of money on the table. Whoever's Lego, a lot of things you can do with this. A lot of seasons, a lot of Zords, a lot of fandoms. Me personally, I hope they do like, they go down the line. Like I hope we get the Ninjetti stuff because I love the Tiger Zord. I love the the Red Dragon Zord was one of my favorites. Even as a kid growing up, like that toy was just unbelievable. One of my favorite toys. So I hope we get that right now. Let's talk about, we're going to move into a different direction. On the other side of the world, Super Sentai has officially rebranded to Universe Hero, right?
Ooh.
And now a lot of people are saying that, the rebranding is due because, Hasbro don't want to play ball anymore. It is what it is. They're done with that era. They're wiping each other's hands with each other, paws, whatever the case may be. So I think, well, some speculated, and I'm not even gonna lie, I think it was maybe Daniel and a couple of other videos I've seen talking about how, this could be good for Super Sentai because now they could start releasing some of the content that they had across seas, like they're doing with Kamen Rider. And I think that would be good because a lot of people are familiar with Power Rangers, but they may not be familiar with Super Sentai. And I think they have a lot to offer over there, especially even if they start dubbing it. My God, the business opportunities, it happens for voice actors. The business opportunities just to get it across season become popular. Because, yeah, we're getting a new Power Rangers in 2 months. It's going to start filming in London. But we're going to miss that old morphing sequence with fireworks in the background and explosions and stuff like that. So,
That OG feel.
Yeah, that aspect is still going to be missed. And I think that gap is not only going to be filled with fan stuff that we just seen from Beast Hunters and other fan projects, but I think Super Sentai or Universe Heroes can do that as well. So let me know your thoughts and feelings about the rebranding, and do you think this is going to hurt or better Super Sentai overall?
You want to go first, Daemon?
Oh, well, hey, I'll go first. Ain't no big deal. The Super Sentai thing was, I liked it. I just, from a personal standpoint, I know me as a certain individual human being, for example, I can't watch anime in straight Japanese with English subtitles. I can't do that. I get ADHD. I can't do that. That's not me. So, from a Power Ranger standpoint, from like the English side, it obviously hurts them. They can't really take footage from them anymore. That's kind of that. But they do, if Power Rangers still want to go off of that Super Sentai thing, if they can, don't hold me again. I don't know enough about that. But they still have some seasons they haven't done. Like I know they still got the one with the Beatles and stuff with it, with the White Ranger with the Venom thing. I don't know nothing about it, but there's certain they can still use certain seasons from it still. But I don't know if it's official trailer, but I have seen some stuff, like some sneak peeks or whatever from like the new Super Sentai, the Universal Hero that you're talking about. And I ain't gonna lie, that stuff looks completely different. That stuff is crazy. That's some crazy stuff. But it's hard to kind of speak on it because I didn't really watch Super Sentai like that, like I just said. But off of my knowledge, that's kind of my standpoint on it.
What about you? How you feel, Spazz?
So for me, it could be interesting with Sentai doing its own thing and, like you said, being able to go across seas. Because me personally, I've been a Power Rangers fan since I was 3, and it took a friend of mine when I was like 20 to tell me that like Power Rangers was pulling clips from something called Sentai. Shattered my heart. But yeah, but when he had me get into it, the more mature storylines that they have, just the different vibe that it gives in general, it can bring new fans in. And for some people who might still love Power Rangers but want to look into a different version of it and look for more of an adult based show, Sentai is a good route to go. So I think it's kind of good for Sentai to become its own thing and separate from Power Rangers, just to let new fans get involved.
And I thought it was pretty interesting when I first learned about Super Sentai how much they changed it into a kid show coming from where it comes from. So I'm just getting into Super Sentai, man. I'm in Die Rangers right now, so you know that's the first season I'm starting with. Big shout out to Jaeger for that information. He got me on Die Rangers right now. I'll let y'all know how I feel about it when that is over. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But now moving on to the Zordon era, because we got David Fielding coming up next as our special guest. So I'm gonna ask y'all a couple of questions. We're gonna start with Daemon first. We're gonna go with what was the best season in the Zordon era? Your personal opinion.
Spazz, you got it. Go first.
Now you going first. You going first, Chad. You going first. What you got, Daemon?
Oh man. Oh.
And let us know in the comments how y'all feel. What do you feel like was the best season in the Zordon era?
Y'all gonna clown me.
I'm
Who's
curious
on the
of what you
Zordon
got.
era? Oh wait, who's on? Isn't that In Space?
I would say In Space is the last one that counts.
Yeah.
Oh, if honestly, In Space. I mean, if In Space is the thing, In Space saved the whole franchise, man. I mean, I ain't gonna. They killed it with the Psycho Rangers, man. I think that's what it was. One of the really top ones. And I did listen to the interview you just did with Andros, and he said what was it, like 5 episodes in, and they just made double their money, like off of that. I mean, that was a really good. But I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I was watching Power Rangers growing up and stuff, my first season I actually started on was SPD. I had no idea what anything else was. And then honestly, it was probably about, believe it or not, probably about a year ago, I sat down and just started watching and watching and watching and watching. And In Space was definitely in my top 5. Definitely without a hands down. That was it. That was the one. It saved it. It definitely saved it.
Yeah, I do. I
Shout out to
gotta
those
give
In
the
Space.
nod to In Space, because In Space, after talking to Andros, right, I did agree with some of his pointers. Like, they did steal a lot from fiction, period. Like Starship Troopers, they got stuff from Star Wars themes, and they just went all out. Like he said, if it had a star in it, Star Trek, they incorporated all that in the show, and it worked. You know what I'm saying? They had, man, Andros looked like a damn Jedi in the beginning of it, popping out. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a damn Jedi. So, I think it was a phenomenal series. Before I give my answer, though, Spazz, what do you think was the best season overall in the Zordon era?
What is it, Spazz?
He already know. He should know. I'm bouncing off of his answer. I got to go with In Space. Not only with it saving the franchise, that being the obvious, if I'm not mistaken, that was really the first season in Power Rangers where we got an actual storyline, and there was more to the show than just, oh, we're fighting a new monster every week. In Mighty Morphin and stuff like that, we kind of had the Green Ranger series and Tommy getting new powers, but other than that, there wasn't much story behind the entire show. So In Space, it just brought a whole new vibe. It felt like stuff was really on the line. Things really got drastic. So I got to give that to In Space.
And that's another thing too, not to kind of cut off anybody, but that was another thing too. We're gonna go back to the Guardians for a second. I want to kind of touch on something real quick. So whenever anybody thinks of Zeo, and honestly, in all retrospective, there's not really much to remember. There's really I wouldn't say it was a blank period, because it really wasn't. It was actually, if you guys sit down, you actually understand a lot of stuff. But there's not really there's no meat and potatoes there. There's nothing that actually catches the actual eye of somebody to just sit there and watch. That was another reason why we wanted to redo Guardians, just like how Spazz said. That's the reason why we bounced it off of that, because we wanted something for people to remember. But I just want to touch on that about Zia.
Nah, I rocks with both them answers, to be honest. And I think both of y'all got solid points. I do have a different answer, though, right? And the reason why, if fan base wise and story wise, I agree. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I got to give it to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season 2. And the reason why I say season 2, particularly because that was at the peak of Power Rangers. That's when you had over 4 million people watching every episode. And if you do your math to that, the biggest Super Bowl ever held is like 100,000, right? People in that stadium. That's 40 Super Bowls watching you on a Saturday. On a Saturday morning, just think about that. That's 40 Super Bowls watching you on a Saturday, right? And mind you, this is when, the transition, when they lost a couple of Rangers and they got new Rangers. Now, I know the time period is kind of, controversial, but if you think about it, the fans were still in love. Like, kids really didn't notice, like, okay, notice Zach and them left, but Adam filled his shoes pretty properly. Like, that add-on was pretty dope. Now, Rocky's add-on is kind of controversial because people are like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I don't know about that, but adding Adam,
shoes to fill.
Yeah, and then adding, Ashley, it was pretty dope. What that's her name, right? Ashley, I believe.
Yeah, Ashley. She was. Oh, Aisha.
Excuse me, Aisha. Adding Aisha was pretty dope. So it's like, my God, that was a controversial period. But let me tell y'all something about controversy. It makes headlines and it brings in eyes because people are gonna say, "Oh, they got a black female ranger now." Who? Let me see. Wait, they changed this. People are going to watch, and that's what people did. And then right after that period, you got the movie. You got our first ever Power Ranger movie that happened, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, the movie, which was one of the biggest things at that time for Power Rangers.
Iconic.
Yeah, and
what y'all thought about that movie? Y'all like that movie? I thought that movie was great.
For the time, I loved it because you got to understand, I was 10. So, of course, I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I was 10 years old when that first one thing came out. So, now if I was a little older, like my uncles and all that, I couldn't understand why they told my cousin to take me to the movies because they probably didn't want to see the shit. Yeah. But for me, it was everything. Oh, you got Ivan Ooze, fucking bird things is scary. And then that song, that shit was fucking what? As a kid, yo, you went crazy when you heard that. Facts. I'm not even gonna lie. So, as a nostalgic period, right? Like, I don't think In Space has that much. Bam. You feel me? Like, of course, you have, Andros, Orphan, Zordon, or whatever the case may be. But in season 2, you got Tommy becoming the leader of the Rangers. You have him getting his white suit. You have him. You have the Megazords for the first time getting destroyed. You have the transition of Rangers. You have the movie. You have the theme song. You have so many things that dealt with pop culture, period, that it's hard to compete with that alone, just for nostalgic reasons. You feel what I'm saying? And then money. And then everything's about money nowadays. So if you talking about what season made the most, it's got to be season 2. Now, I could be wrong. Google fact, because maybe even season 2 might have popped off with the Ninjetti stuff. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I think from season 1 to season 2 was the money because that's when it blew up. It came out of nowhere and took the world by storm. Like, Steve, we're going to put out Steve's video for next week's special guest, right? When Steve talked about his transition and him coming into Power Rangers, he said, like, some of the actors he looked up to were at his movie with his kids. Like, huge A-list celebrity stars came to his premiere, and he was like, "Oh my God, like you like y'all love me?" Daemon, what you thinking?
Hey, I'm just listening, man. I'm
saying, what you thinking, Spazz?
Well, I was like thinking about it when you put it like that. That is honestly a very valid point. Only because thinking of all the other seasons of Power Rangers was once again great cast, great storylines and stuff like that. But impact, yeah, Mighty Morphin really had that with the toy sales, the merchandise, just the moments. Yeah. And I also think what plays a part in that is it having multiple seasons to where the fans had time to really connect with the cast. And when these things happen from Tommy going from green to white, you already love Tommy as green, so you get to see him come back with new power. It's not just some random dude. It's a guy you've been watching go through all these battles for so many episodes. So it was a dope feeling to witness that. So I can
And
see
just
why.
think about this. How many in the chat that's of age, right? A little up there, because I might be telling my age. But how dope was the fucking Saba sword toy?
Hey, that was tough.
Bro.
See, yeah, I was a baby for that. But my older brother had one for a while before we got rid of it, and man, I was so damn jealous because he never even let me get to hold that thing.
Bro, how dope was the Saba sword as a toy? In Space could never. We didn't want that drill shit that Andros had. Like, what? Give me the Saba sword. Even to this day, right? Even till right now, as a grown-ass man, if I was going to get some props and I had a choice out of the Saba sword, Andrew's sword, which one y'all think I'm choosing?
Saba.
You know what I'm saying? But
Valid point.
let us know your answer in the comment section, because honestly, no answer is wrong. Because if I'm being completely honest, I believe season 2 had the worst storyline out of all of them. You know, it was horrible. Well, maybe not as bad as Turbo and, you know, some other ones. It wasn't that bad, but it was still a step down, I believe, from season 1, because season 1 gave us the Green Ranger arc. And that alone is better than a lot of shit in the fandom to me. And it holds up to this day. If y'all go back and watch it, my God, that's still a great 5-part episode to watch. So
I can agree on that for sure.
yeah, so now let's move on. Who do you feel like? See, I don't want to say this because everybody's answer is going to be Tommy. So we're going to remove Tommy Oliver out this question.
Oh, I'm
Who do
scared.
you feel
All right, let's talk.
was the best Ranger in the Zordon era?
Ooh, that's a good
Like,
one.
matter of fact, I'm gonna go a little deeper. Let's say this right now. Y'all creators, you're making your Power Rangers team, right? But it's exclusive to the franchise, and you gotta pick a leader, right? For your Power Rangers team, but you can only use Rangers from the Zordon era. Who are you making the leader of that team?
You want me to go first? I already got my answer right now.
I want to hear that.
Give me Jason.
Ooh.
Give me Jason.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't even think twice about it, because what do you mean, my boy? My boy literally left in season. What was it? Season 1? Am I right?
Season 2, early season 2.
Early season 2. That's what. Early season 2 came back in Zeo. Took some powers from 3 guys, transferred it into 1 guy's body, and literally did the same thing what 3 guys can do, but into 1 body, and literally put out just as much damage as they did. And what are we even talking about? Pyramidas. Like, that is a big. What are we talking about? Like, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jason got that one for me.
And who you going with, Spazz?
Damn, I'm not gonna lie.
Let's do this even better. Since we got a little time, you know, because the David Fielding episode is like 35 minutes, so we got another like 25 to blow, right? Give me your whole team off of the Rangers, Daemon. So you got your leader, a 5-man team. Give me your other 4. You can pick any Rangers from the whole. Mind you, these are.
Me to keep going, or you want Spazz to go?
You keep going. So you already got your Red Ranger for your original team. Give me. We're gonna do Mighty Morphin colors,
like the regular colors.
Yeah, give me the Mighty Morphin colors. So now, not the team. This is like your own team, new suits, all that. But you get to choose a Ranger from any era in the Zordon era. So you got Jason as your Red Ranger. Who you making your Black Ranger?
Oh, that's Adam every day of the week. Adam got that.
So you're taking Adam. Who you making your Blue Ranger?
Give me TJ.
Okay.
Give me TJ.
All right.
Give me TJ.
Who are you making your Pink Ranger?
Man, this got me. All right. Give me Kimberly.
Okay. And your Yellow Ranger.
That's where you piss me off. That's where I'm like, Yellow. I'm not gonna lie. Give me Trini. Give me Trini. I need some brains, because we kind of everywhere. But
that's
give me
crazy,
Trini.
man. I'm just saying that's 3 Mighty Morphins on one team. That's pretty dope to see how much Mighty Morphin holds up in that era. Spazz, give me your 5. Who's gonna be your leader?
Damn. Leader, Zordon era. I'm not gonna lie. Originally, I was gonna go Andros, but I'm gonna have to bounce off Daemon with that one and go Jason because Andros is a cool ranger, but Jason just had the energy for it, bro. And on top of that, who don't love Jason's voice acting, bro? It's morphin' time. I just want to hear that shit again.
I ain't gonna lie, he just looks the part. You look at him like, yeah, you definitely a Red Ranger. Like, there's no
Exactly.
All right, so now you're Black Ranger.
My Black Ranger, at that point, I only have 2 options. Oh no. Ooh.
You can you can change colors. You can put a Yellow Ranger in the black suit. Like you can make Trini the Black Ranger. This is your team.
We're doing that.
Yeah, you can do whatever, man.
Ooh.
Yo, okay, I gotta recast. You keep going, Spazz.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch it up then. That's interesting.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
put. I said Rangers, man. You can make any Ranger your leader. If you wanted Kimberly to be your leader, she could have been your leader.
I might have an OP team. All right, cool.
Okay, so yeah, we got Jason as my Red Ranger. We gonna have. Damn, that's interesting. We gonna have. As much as I want to have Walter on my team, we gonna switch it up. TJ is gonna be my Black Ranger.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna put TJ as my Black Ranger, second in command. I'm gonna keep Billy as Blue. I'm gonna keep Billy as my Blue Ranger because we need the brains. Tanya is still gonna be. No, we're gonna switch her. Tanya gonna be my Pink Ranger just because.
Ooh,
We're gonna have Tanya
I
as
like
Pink.
that. I like that.
We're gonna have Tanya as Pink just to
That's
switch up the color.
fire.
And by Turbo, she had that auntie energy, so we kind of need that on the team. And for Pink or for Yellow, we're gonna do Cassie from In Space. Cassie from In Space is gonna be my Yellow Ranger.
All right,
Ooh,
spin back
I
here.
like
Spin
that.
back. Spin back. I gotta spin back.
All
You
right,
just made
spin
me-
back,
all right,
spin
cool deal.
back, spin back.
So, I got Red Jason. I got Blue TJ. I'm keeping, and then Yellow. Give me Billy. What are we talking about? Black will be giving me Adam. Then Pink. I ain't like she started playing the Dougie music, and I started thinking, all right, give me Kimberly still at Pink. I ain't gonna lie, but I had to throw Billy in there. I ain't gonna lie, because whenever you said that, I said, damn, what? All right, cool deal.
Billy as a Yellow Ranger is solid.
All right, look, I think for a leader, man, just because I made a video on it recently, and now it got me really thinking, how would he have led a team? And I think, even though Operation Overdrive was trash, but the sacrifice he made showed me he has leadership qualities and mentorship. Give me Adam as the Red. Give me Adam as the Red Ranger. Give me man. Give me Zach. Give me Zach, man. I'm putting Zach back on with Adam, man. So give me Zach. Give me Zach back in black, man. You know what I'm saying? Give me Zach back in black, man. Give me Zach back in black. So, you know, those two right there, you know, if they jump in your ass, you're in trouble. If you get jumped by them two, I'm not even gonna lie, they gonna put the beats on you. So I would love to see them two get some recognition and get some love, right? Blue, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta keep Billy at Blue, and also you need somebody on the team that's gonna get you out of sticky situations and give you the mindset that you need to overcome difficult obstacles. So give me that, and it's where things get difficult, right?
Tell me about it.
All right, Pink. I love his answer with Tanya, man. I want to copy that bitch so bad, but I'm gonna try to. But that is, my God, that is Chef's kiss right there. But I'm gonna go with Pink. I'm gonna go. What's her name? Mia. What's the Yellow Ranger from In Space name? She's a bad guy.
Oh, Ashley.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting her
yeah.
in Pink, bruh. I'm putting that thing in Pink, you heard? Just for the eye candy purposes of my show. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting her in Pink. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put her in Pink, and Man, I love, if y'all know me, y'all know my favorite female in Power Rangers lore, period. Rest in peace. Give me Trini. I'm putting Trini in the yellow just because, and you know what made it that? Because it wasn't Mighty Morphin that actually made her that. Even though I was more, as a kid, attracted to her than Kimberly. Like, most of my friends was on the Kimberly wave. I was on the Trini wave. You know what I'm saying? But what really hit it for me, right, is the recent, you know, storylines in the Boom Studios with her being the yellow Mega Ranger, then, you know, getting the red suit, like things like that. I think really, like, damn, Trini is such a cool ass character. And then once and always seeing her sacrifice and seeing her daughter's storyline and just knowing behind, like, yo, she really like, I love Trini, man. If y'all do any Trini concept out there, let me know. Tag me in it. I love to see it, man. Trini to me is phenomenal. So that will be mine. So that will be my team. Let us know in the comment section who cooked the most. And do you agree? And let us know, what would your team be? Any Rangers in the Zordon area, you get 5. What colors would you put them in? Who would you have leading your team? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, G Fuel, man. Yo, lock in with the G Fuel. Please go promo code FleeboyJetson. Fleeboy. Oh, my guy is ready. Hey, that's right, man. G Fuel. Big shout out to G Fuel sponsoring the podcast. He pulled out of order. If y'all get G Fuel, Fleeboy, 20% off. Lock in, man. FTK in the building. Lotus, what's up? Which I ain't even see you in here. Bingus. Shout out to my manager, Bingus, that's been getting all these guests on. Joe, he is phenomenal. His contact list is amazing. I ain't even gonna lie. Shout out my guy, Bingus. See you in the chat, man. Also, I'll give away winner, Trap God. I see you, my brother. Thank you for tuning in. All right, we're gonna do one more question before the Q&A, and then we're gonna get on with the David Fielding interview. It's been such a blast having you two brothers on here, man. Thank you so much,
to
man.
be here, bro.
It was fire conversations. I really don't want it to end, but chat. So start thinking your Q&As. Oh, Lord Zed is in the building. I gotta drop a bomb for that. I don't really drop bombs on the podcast, but I gotta drop a bomb for my guy Lord Zed. So let me drop a bomb for him. And we're gonna put in some gunshots, even though it's the Power Rangers.
The community loves Lord Zed, bro.
Yeah,
the community loves Lord Zed.
Man.
What's
Shout out
that
my boy
noise?
Zed.
It sounded like some bullets.
Yeah, I
That
had
was
to throw
Fleeboy.
some bullets in there for my boy. I had to throw some bullets in there, man. 21 gun salute for Zed, man. Blickies up for my boy Zed. I ain't even shout out. Nah, I didn't see. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. I'm sorry, y'all. W's in the chat for my boy Zed, man. Big shout out to him. Matter of fact, y'all, listen. He's doing cameos. I keep forgetting to put the links in. I'm gonna get the link for the cameo, and I'm also gonna, if you got anything you want him to do for any one of your projects, anything like that, he has great prices, and he does a phenomenal, not only Lord Zed, but a Goldar voice. I swear to y'all not. His Goldar voice is just as good as Zed. I promise y'all. And on top of that, all Cash App donations during this live stream, no matter how big or small, 50% goes to Lord Zed for all the promotion that he does, for the modding he does to the channel, for all the help he does. So if you would like to donate to the stream right now, Cash App, $ FleeboyJetson. One of my mods, please put Cash App and then space $ FleeboyJetson, and all donations will be split with Lord Zed. Help the man out because he does a lot of work for free and a lot of help throughout the community. So if y'all want to show some love, Cash App, $ FleeboyJetson, all donations will be split with Zed. And I'll give you a shout out and let him know as well on the stream what it is. All right, so get your Q&As ready because Spazz and Daemon I'll do like 5. You know what I'm saying? We'll do like 5 Q&As. So make sure y'all lock in with that. And all right, let's get started. So get your questions
I
ready.
got a question for you real quick. Got a question. Right before we end this, I want to drop something for the Guardians. I've shit right before we end. Right before the all I need is like a minute.
Bro, just let me know. We locked
All right,
in.
I got you. Because it's a special announcement that only the people watching is gonna listen to. Only
Well-
the people watching. So if you listen and stay to the end of the stream, because I'm dropping some big news.
Hey,
All I'm
stay,
saying. All right,
man.
keep
Well,
going.
well, King Spade, if you have PayPal, I don't know if you do, but the PayPal is FleeboyJetson@gmail.com. I'll put that up there as well. So also for all my people across seas, because I know y'all don't have Cash App. If y'all want to support FleeboyJetson at gmail.com is the password. But let's continue. All right, we got one more Zordon era question. And that will be, what was the best Megazord? What was the best Megazord? Not power-wise, because, you know, if we go power-wise, then, of course, every answer got to be the last iteration of the Zordon era, you know, if we're going off of continuity. You know what I'm saying? Because they do say in the continuity that each season, which each morph or power up, you know, the Rangers get stronger. So being that in space would be the strongest form in the Zordon era. So my thing is, what do you think is the best Zord? Like right now, Spazz, I say you can have any motherfucking Zord you want in the Zordon era. What Zord are you grabbing the keys to?
Man. Off of personal, like just looks and just what I would want to pilot. He already know, that's why he laughing. Give me the Mega Winger from In Space, bro. Give me Zane's Megazord, bro. For me personally, that to me it just looks beautiful. I could just see myself.
That's a valid pick. I like that pick.
Thank you, brother.
You know
Oh,
what?
definitely go that way.
We just talked about this on our last live stream. Believe it or not,
for real?
relative to this question we did. We actually answered this.
Oh, that's fine. So you already got your. I'm gonna be the only one thinking about my shit. Damn. Also, y'all, Lord Zed has also issued us on Voice of the Heroes a challenge. He said we got to get 2 memberships this live stream, right? Or he's gonna send shots at the command center. So we already got one. We cannot lose. Heroes, Rangers, lock in. We need one more membership, man. Big shout out to my guy Derek. He copped the membership. So morph into action right now and become a hero today and become a member. Don't let us down, bro. Come on, bro. Don't let us down, man. We
Don't let him destroy the command center.
We need one more membership, bro.
Don't be Diva Talks, please.
Yeah, don't be
Right?
Diva Talks, bro. Don't be Diva Talks. All right, so Daemon, what would be your
Dude,
what would be your keys?
This one, I ain't gonna lie. This was when I said this, that boy Spazz head explode whenever I said, because he didn't think about it. You ready? Give me Billy's Wolf Zord.
Ooh.
That thing there, boy, that was tough. What are we talking about? A blue wolf? That boy was running through this shit. Like, what are we talking about? Like, that was tough. That was tough.
I'm gonna
How'd you go
go.
with
I
that?
kind of mentioned it earlier, and I just think it's cool overall. And it reminds me like a miniature Serpentera, but give me the red Dragon Zord. And I get to,
That's
you know,
solid.
create my own little Zord to get into action. You know what I'm saying? Just in case I gotta kick me a Wolf Zord or something. No, I'm joking, David. You know
All
what I'm
right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? So let me know in the comment section below. You can have the keys. And let's go, FTK! FTK has become a hero.
Phenomenal.
Oh,
Hey,
here's the
Lord
bomb.
Zed,
Oh.
bro. We sending Rangers your way now. We sending that Geo Force your way. You know, lost the challenge. Big shout out to the heroes, man. We beat Lord Zed's challenge. Lord Zed said he was gonna get more, you know, in depth with the community. So he's gonna be doing skits for us. He's gonna be doing promos. He's gonna be issuing challenges. That's why I said, like, whatever y'all can help with, whatever Cash Apps, PayPal donations, anything like that is helpful, because I'm giving it straight to this man. I'm showing him love because that's the least I can do. And of course, whatever else I do for him behind the scenes, that's between me and Zed. We got something cooking up to destroy the earth. But you know what I'm saying? So lock in now. Let's go to the Q&As. Please be respectful. Do not say nothing dumb. You will get banned. I will tolerate no racism, no bigotry, no anti-Semitic remarks, anything like that. So please go with your Q&As. Mods, lock in. Here we go, man. Let's get 5 questions. You can ask for Spazz, Daemon, or myself, and we will all answer your questions if they're all directed at all of us. If one, of course, directed at Spazz, I'm not going to answer that man's question.
Hey, can I ask a question first on the panel?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, from all Power Rangers, right? All Power Rangers up to, we'll go up to Samurai. If you can change one Ranger's color and switch him to a different team, who are you doing?
Ooh. Oh, man.
I'll throw an example out there. So, for example, you can do something like, give me RPM Black, give me Dylan, and I'm gonna throw him. For an example, I'll throw him on In Space and put him as the Black In Space.
I'm bad. And big shout out to Benjamin Walker with the $5 donation. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much for that, man. Appreciate you, man. That was kind of tough. You answered a really difficult question, right? Because and my cat's trying to climb on my computer and might turn him up a call. Hey, go on now, wherever you at. All right, man. I would have loved to see Billy continue in the franchise, right? So I would have loved to see Billy, become the Blue Zeo. And I think that would have been, don't get me wrong, I'm working on something right now, even trying to redeem Rocky myself. You know what I'm saying? And give him a phenomenal story that I think the fandom is gonna love. A tragic but heroic one, right? But I think if Billy would have been the Blue Zeo and you would have had Tommy, Adam, and Billy on that team with Kat and of course Tanya, man, that would have been a great lineup. And just seeing Billy transit and even keeping him as the Turbo Blue. I think he should have went all the way up, even helped the In Space Rangers with their situations. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I think Billy should have stayed on until it was time for him to, like, you know what? I'm going to be the man in the chair now. I'm going to help y'all because you got to think about it, bro. At the age of 15, shout out to Jaeger for giving me this information. At the age of 15, my man was creating transporters and communicators. And imagine what Billy would have been creating for the Rangers in 25, 30.
Man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It would have been so interesting to see his arc and to probably even become one of the most intelligent beings, not only on Earth, but in the universe. And I think that's a missed opportunity. So I will go Billy. What about you, Spazz?
It's crazy because before you even said it, I had the same answer before a different season. I would definitely choose Billy for a different color. But if, like, obviously making it make sense because this season comes way later. But if we could get a young Billy and Beast Morphers as the Red Ranger, because it's such a technologically advanced season, I think Billy would have shined as the Beast Morphers Red Ranger. I don't know if too many people are familiar with that season.
Dope. And no disrespect to the Beast Morphers, but I can't tell you none of their names. I can't tell you not one of their names. Well, I haven't even seen this season. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't interest me to actually even watch this season. So I'm sorry, Beast Morphers. I promise I will catch up. I'll give it a watch because I am going to go through every season of Power Rangers. The ones I'm missing is Super Megaforce. Still haven't seen it. I seen the last episode, the one where they all link up because, it was, an epic episode. And it was
the Legacy War.
You know what I'm saying? I seen that. Super Megaforce. I haven't seen Beast Morphers. I haven't seen Ninja Steel. I haven't seen Super Samurai. I've seen Samurai. I haven't seen when his sister took on the mantle. So I'm excited to see that because after reading Amazon Prime, Lauren Sheba is one of my favorite Power Rangers right now in Prime. I love her character. Bro, my wife might be mad, but I spent like $50 on a variant cover of Lauren Sheba. You know what I'm saying? And she hate when I spend unnecessary money, but I went and got that bitch. You know what I'm saying? But man, I think that's pretty dope. So let me know in the comment section who would y'all put in another color in another show. And let me ask y'all this final question before we get to the Q&As. And also, mods, keep track of the Q&As, the questions that they're putting on for us. But let me ask y'all, if you could recast the Beast Morphers, what 3 Rangers you putting in there? You said Billy, so you would make Billy your red. Who's the other 2, Spazz?
Ooh.
Would you put
Billy
Ethan?
would be my Red Ranger. My Blue Gorilla. My Blue Ranger. Damn.
Damn, I said, would you put
Damn.
Ethan in? You said Blue Gorilla. Hey.
Oh, well, because in Beast Morphers, he's a gorilla. So I was keeping the Zord. But would I
That
do
is crazy,
Ethan?
yeah.
Oh, I just caught on to what you mean. Hey. But hey, no, low key,
Hey, Spazz, what you
that
trying
would
to
be
say
a
about
solid
Ethan?
team. That would be a solid team, though. I could have Ethan as blue. That would be a lot of brains. But if that's the case,
Put
I
Ethan
do need
red.
to.
Put Ethan red and Billy blue.
Nah, I'm gonna keep Billy blue. I'm gonna have Billy red, Ethan blue, and my yellow ranger. I ain't gonna lie. I would go Trini.
Trini?
I would go Trini. She got the fighting spirit. She loves Billy. I think they would be a solid trio.
Hey, I like that. I like that. I'm trying to think. Who would be your 3? Daemon.
I'm not gonna lie. Red is like I don't know who. Oh, red's gonna be tough. All right, so blue. I'm not gonna lie. For this specific season, believe it or not, you'd have to watch it to actually understand why this answer would go here. But Dino Fury blue. Dino Fury blue. Then for my yellow, give me Chip. Give me Chip. And
Okay.
then red. I want to say Wes. I want to say Eric, and I also want to say Leo. But if I had to guess, honestly, I'd probably say Wes. Wes would probably get it. So I'd go Wes, I'd go Dino Fury blue, then I'd also go Chip.
All right, now I haven't seen the season, but from what y'all telling me, it seems like it's a team full of smart motherfuckers, right?
To an extent.
Which one?
To an extent.
Beast Morphers.
Beast Morphers. It's a team full of educated, well, not educated, but intelligent.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but
Huh?
yeah, I can hear you, but it might be tripping for Daemon.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you now. We good?
Yeah, we good. You breaking up a little bit, but you good.
Yeah, you kind of laggy.
Yeah, y'all froze for a second. I was kind of scared.
All right, so
Okay,
I'm pretty
we got
sure
you.
that Beast Morphers is, dealing with a lot of tech savvy stuff, a lot of intellectual, personnel on this team. So, of course, I think Billy, got to be on this team, right? The Yellow Ranger wear a skirt?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yeah, her Zord is a bunny rabbit. So
Chip will have to just look good in the skirt, I guess.
All right, I'm
that
trying to
way-
yeah, she like bunny rabbit
what's Shorty?
themed.
What's Shorty from that got smoked in Lost Galaxy?
Fucking Kendricks.
Maya?
Kendricks. I'm putting Kendricks as the yellow. Give me Kendricks. Yeah, because she's smart,
I'll
right?
take it. She a genius. I'll take that.
So give me Kendricks, right? Give me. I ain't gonna lie. I like Ethan, so I'm gonna put Ethan in red because if I put him in blue, he's never beaten the allegations. So I'm gonna put him in red and give me Billy for blue, man. I think that would be a dope team, and I think together, not gonna lie, if it's a all-out brawl, they might get their ass whipped. But if it's chestnut
At least they'll be
checkers,
smart.
if it's chestnut checkers, then they're gonna win the fight.
Facts.
So we're gonna go with that. All right, now let's get to our Q&A. Go ahead and spam the chat if you haven't already spammed the chat. We're gonna answer some questions and then we're gonna get into the David Fielding interview. But before we go, we're gonna have a special announcement from Daemon for Guardians of the Origin Crystal. So let's get into the Q&A, and and then we're gonna get into it. So, hey, let's keep it the Q&A within the Zordon era, just for the theme and for episode 5. So talk to me, chat. What we got, man? Give me some Q&As. Give us some good ones. Give us some good ones, man. Zordon era questions. Whatever you could come up with, man. Ask us some dope questions. I think we covered a lot of good questions, man.
We have.
Definitely.
All right. Make a master morph with any ranger, but no Tommy suits. Whoo.
Who's it to for everybody on the panel?
I think that one sounds general.
Yeah, that one sounds
Yeah,
general.
good sound kind of general.
If you're gonna do a master morpher, right, for anyone's, then me personally, I'm gonna go with, and this is throughout the whole continuity, like comics, everything for the character. Because if so, then I'm gonna go Jason, because Jason got the red Mighty Morphin, he has the gold Zeo, and then he has the red Omega Ranger. So those 3 I think will be pretty clean. Now, if we can't, and then I'm gonna go Adam, because Adam has a couple of morphs as well. You have the black Mighty Morphin, you have the black Ninjetti, you have even the black movie joint he can morph into. You know what I'm saying? If that counts, because he had a whole different Zord than that, a frog. So you got the you also got Zeo Green, and you got Green Turbo, I think he was, right?
See, this question is kind of tough because there's really limited people on a master morpher. Like we can really just name 3 or 4 people, to be honest with you, like off the top of our heads type thing, without actually sitting down and actually doing the research behind it. You know what I mean? Unless they're asking the question for us to create our own master morpher with forms of Power Rangers seasons that we want in our own personal morpher.
And then if that's the case, how many morphs do we get? Do we get the same as Tommy had, which would be like 4 or 5?
To keep it kind of short, we can just do 4 if y'all want.
If we're doing 4 any Ranger suits of all time, my first
and you also
one,
get the powers and access to those powers of that said power set.
Yeah, my first one off rip, my base form would be RJ's suit, right? That would be my base form, right? If I then after that, I would probably go, and I'm going off the suits I like not even their powers, like suits I really like. Then from there, it would be Trent's suit. I think Trent got one of the coldest helmets in the franchise. So I will go from RJ to Trent's suit, and then...
Okay, so he said you get to use 5.
Oh, 5? So I will go RJ, Trent, and then if I could morph into another one after that, I would probably do Super Megaforce's suit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to be Troy. I'm not Troy. I'm gonna
use Super Megaforce Fleeboy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Fleeboy. You know what I'm saying? Not Troy. You know what I'm saying?
Jetson.
But especially Troy's power set and what he has access to, and and stuff like that. So I would definitely do that. Damn, this is tough. Cause I'm trying to go up as we go up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm at Super Megaforce. What would come after that? Shit. Give me. Man, this is tough. This is, bro. Why you gotta have us think like this, bro? That's crazy.
Yo, for real, they got us thinking.
Yeah, I gotta cook now, bro. I got come on, bro. So RJ Trent, Super Megaforce's suit, because I think Captain Marvelous suit is phenomenal. His helmet is tough too. I love his helmet. Man, bro. I would go one of the Dino Charge Rangers, but who do I really like in that joint? Hey, give me the red Dino Charge one. Give me, because his battle is pretty dope and stuff like that. So give me that, because then then it's like I got a cheat code with a battleizer. And then last but not least, give me a Cosmic Fury Ranger. Give me Zato suit, I guess.
A Zenith Ranger.
Yeah, so give me Zato suit.
Okay.
I'm with that.
Who's next, man? This was a tough one, man. I gotta take a sip of soda for that.
Ooh.
You want to go next, Damon? How you want to do it?
So wait, so is it we're going off of just suits, or we're going off like power sets and stuff like that, or like I don't know how.
I just went off suits because I like it, but if I, what I mean, and you can go off of power sets though. Like if you have your own Master Morpher, I think the ones I chose are pretty good power set wise too. And if I could change,
Super Megaforce, you're green, you're good.
But the person who asked is 5 suits, and no Tommy suits are allowed.
Huh. All right, Spazz, you got that real quick.
Okay. So I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna have Wild Force Black, cause I'm a Taurus. I get the big black bison suit. I'm headbutting everybody in my way, horns and all. Straight up. Turbo Green, just because I love the suit. I love the helmet. Give me Desert Thunder. I don't care if it's a big green minivan. I'm whipping it. Bow. The morphin sequence is fire too. Give me Lightspeed Rescues Titanium Ranger. Gotta have it. The suit is beautiful as hell. My favorite Silver Ranger suit. Four. I'ma go Zeo Green. I just love the suit. Love the gold and the white, the rectangle in the middle. Gotta go with that. And number 5. I want to go Cosmic Fury as well, just because I love the damn. Oh no, I'm gonna do Dino Fury. I love Dino Fury's helmets.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna do
tough,
Dino Fury
right?
Black. Yeah, Dino Fury has tough helmets, so I'm gonna do Dino Fury Black. Got the little diagonal thing going across with the silver sleeve. Yeah, I love that.
Matter of fact,
So that would be my 5.
with the donations I got today, low-key, I might get my Netflix account back, because not only do I want to watch those 2 joints, right? Because I also didn't see the end of Cosmic Fury. I
Gotta watch it.
I didn't see the last, so I gotta see how that joint end, man. I gotta see how the franchise ends, and I didn't see the last 8 of Dino Fury, so I gotta lock in to those 2. And plus, The Witcher just came out, season 4, so I want to lock into The Witcher. If y'all haven't seen The Witcher, man,
There you go.
Yeah, I gotta see that. All right, Damon, what's your 5 morphs?
Number 1. Spazz, you want to say it or you want me to say it? Because we all know already who it is. We're going with Leo Corbett, the Red Lost Galaxy Ranger. I mean, what are we talking about? What? That's not even a question. All right.
That's the main form.
Number 2. Let's go hyperdimensional, because I like to go SPD Omega. What are we talking about? Like power set? Are you kidding me? Let me just do this with my morpher and you can't see me. Like, what are we talking about? All right, so number 3, I think he goes by the name Mr. Wes Collins. Give me Time Force Red Ranger. Give me Time Force.
Okay.
Number 4 on my list, an unsung hero. Give me the Green Samurai Ranger, Cam Watanabe. What are we talking about?
That's cold. That's cold.
What are we talking
That is
about?
cold.
Now, if y'all really, really want to get technical here, this pool is about to be crazy. Give me Ninja Storm Crimson.
Ooh,
Give me Hunter. If you watch Super Sentai, you know no one can really go against me.
Damn,
What are we
Trap God,
stomping on him.
you killed it just now, man. I forgot
That's a
about
solid team.
Gold Zeo, bruh. That is really Met Gala status, bruh. I forgot about Gold Zeo.
And now,
man.
can I say honorable mention? An honorable mention, we all got to agree, Mystic Force Yellow. Chip's suit was amazing. Legendary Mystic mode, amazing. And he also has a form that not many people know about, but it's a step above Legendary Mystic mode. I don't know the exact name of it, but it's insane. That dude,
His helmet is
power
top
set
tier.
is great.
Damn, y'all cooked. Y'all cooked. Let us know in the chat what your excuse me. Let us know in the chat what your Master Morpher would include. All right. Now, where's the rest of the questions at? Come on, y'all.
I seen somebody.
Let's see.
Somebody had a question for the best, I guess, best base or best command center in Power Rangers.
Oh, that's pretty dope. I like that one. I actually was gonna do a video where like it was like 4. I got it in my phone still. The screenshots of 4 different places. One was like underwater. One was like in space. One was like on that floating island joint, and one was the command center. And I was gonna ask like, where would you want your command center to be? But for me, I do think, I'm not gonna lie, the whole concept of Wild Force was pretty dope. The Zords,
That's the one I was going for.
I think
The Animarium?
bro, that's like some like legendary, like
A majestical island. type
Mystical,
stuff. Like,
yeah. Like, and you can't get to that. Like, personally, I can't swim. I'm terrified of water. I would not want to be in the aqua base because if somebody cracks a window, it's over with.
yeah, you
I'm
get
not going-
attacked
I mean,
from there, bro. You're
You
done.
can see mirages through a pond. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what? Like, she looks
Mhm.
down and she's like, "Oh man, there's evil. Hey, red line, what's up? Like, what are we talking about? What?"
Yeah, the Animarium is it for me. I think that's a very interesting base.
Yeah, I like that. All right, they
If I
said
had to
Drizzy
say
Dre
something-
said BM wifey mistress. BM wifey
Okay.
mistress.
So you got to pick 3 female rangers to be one to be your BM, your baby mama, one to be your wife, and one to be your
okay, we're
mistress.
doing this.
We're taking it back to the elementary days. Fuck it.
Yeah, let's
Hey,
go.
Daemon might not be able to participate.
All right.
Hey, me either. I ain't
What
even
is-
gonna lie. Depending on my wife
What
watching
is it? BM what?
Let's see what she up to. Y'all trying to get me killed on this one.
Yeah, BM, wife or mistress.
All right, I'm gonna go mistress. No, BM. I'm gonna go shorty from Ninja Steel Pink.
Oh man, you said, I just want everybody.
Nah, I'll go that joint. You know what I'm saying? Wifey would probably be shorty from In Space that we was talking about.
Ashley.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Ashley, right?
Uh-huh.
And then mistress would be Tanya. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. I can feel that.
All
Okay.
right, go ahead. Yours.
All right. BM, we going Catherine. She not giving me no problems. I feel like we gonna be stress free. Cool. Let's see. Mistress, we going Ninja Steel Pink. I'll take that, you know. But wife, everyday thing, we doing Maya from Lost Galaxy. We swinging through trees. We in the jungle with it. We back in Miranoi. That's what I'm going for.
Are we dead ass?
You damn right.
All right. So, all right. Well, what the hell is a mistress? What are we talking about? Like, what?
It's like a
what's the
side piece.
terminology
The side
on it?
piece.
That's like your side piece.
Side piece.
Okay, heard that. All right,
That's
bet.
like, you know,
So-
wifey put you on the couch. Yo, what you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
All
Let me
right.
stop. Yo, before this be the last
All right.
time we ever see Guardian Red.
Or green shit.
Or green,
All right, so-
or flea.
BM. I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna say it real quick, Shitlock. You know, listen. All right, so BM. I'm gonna go. I ain't gonna lie. Give me Maddie. Give me Mystic Force Blue. Give me Maddie.
Maddie
All
was
right.
clean.
Wife. Give me
You better say her name next to you.
Give me Sid. SPD Pink. All right. Then give me Ninja Steel Pink for the last one. All right. Next topic. What's the next
The
one?
Hey,
common
bro, we might
denominator.
have some problems because you just made my BM your mistress, bro. We might have some problems there, bro. That might cause some problems, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Might be some disruption in the Morphin
Yeah,
Grid.
it might be just some you know what I'm saying?
Do I need a morph right now instead of words?
Hey, cause yeah, that was my mistress too, so we might messed it on. You feel me?
Oh, geez. They just treating my BM all types of crazy ways, y'all. What the fuck? Goddamn, my BM getting passed around the Morphin Grid like a motherfucker, bro. Jesus, she in every motherfucking series now. right, well, heroes, let us know in the chat. All right, let's get another one, man. Let's get these questions going, man. Give us like 2 more. Because it seemed like y'all... Oh, King Spade also. Thank y'all for that, man. Thank you for the dono. All right, let's get 2 more questions. Come on, lock in. Where the heroes at, man? Come on, chat, lock in. This question is for Spazz. Why everyone thinks Zeo Power was hurting the whole team when it was not?
This is for Spazz. I thought they said something about that in the show, because I do hear fans talking about that. When it comes to the Zeo powers, the reason why it's hard to like consider them so powerful is because apparently the Zeo Rangers' powers are being drained from them. But I'm not too sure where that source comes from. I don't know if they ever confirmed that in the show, but I do hear a lot of people say the Zeo Rangers get their powers drained as they use them. So yeah, I personally have no idea where that stems from, because I can't remember if
I
it
want to
was said
say it's
in the
their
show.
personal form. It's their life form that drains. It drains their physical form as they're being inside the suit due to how strong the power is.
Got you.
100%.
Okay. But
All right.
so that was something that was said in show.
All
Say it
right.
again?
Also, I missed FTK's question. If y'all can because they said he got
Yeah, that was his question. His question was the Zeo one.
Oh, I thought he said he got a question for me. My fault. All right, Rocky
Oh.
Adam switch colors. What are y'all thoughts if Rocky and Adam switch colors? In what series? Like when they came in, like if Rocky was the red and if Adam was the red and he was the black? They said, Daemon, do you believe that Lost Galaxy is a part of the Zordon era, even though some say it's not?
If we want to get technical, I think it is. We're going to get technical. Apparently, this Quasar Saber's been there for hundreds of years, thousands of years. Those
Yeah, but
Quasar
then
Sabers.
you got to say the same for Dino Fury.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
would, believe it or not, if y'all. So I actually had a call with Sage about this, and we talked on the phone about this for I don't know, probably about 30 minutes, and we just kept on talking because we were like in the episode of Dino Fury whenever it's Zato and the Gold Ranger, and the Morphin Masters appear, and all it's like a whole episode just of the Power Rangers way back in the day. And we had a whole conversation about it. And we couldn't really come to an actual agreement of what if Mighty Morphin is actually the first thing we actually know of. We don't know. At least the R stand for. So in this case, you're valid. You're very right there. We can make the same case for Dino Fury. That's the case.
Yeah,
So,
because I feel like Dino Fury is with Zato the start of everything. If not,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It
I
is.
think
That's how they make it seem.
That's how they're making it seem. Exactly.
But
So,
I would say it is because not only do you see Andros in Lost Galaxy, right? He makes an appearance, so you do get. But then I can't say that because then you get Rangers from the Zordon era and other ones. That's difficult. I would say post Zordon era.
Did Lost Galaxy have a crossover with In Space, and they fought the Psycho Rangers?
Yeah, that was in space. That was Lost Galaxy. When they revisit the Psycho Rangers.
It was In Space went to Lost Galaxy. I thought it was the other way around. You're right.
The only reason it's hard for me to consider Lost Galaxy a part of the Zordon era is because it was already after Zordon was wiped off.
Yeah.
That's the only reason it's hard, is because there's no, Zordon's gone at that point.
Yeah,
it still has a Zordon era vibe.
Biblical, right? You can say after Christ. So,
Type shit. Yeah, that most people call that the post-Zordon era. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's why I would say I think Spazz broke it down beautifully, because you would have to say after or post. All right, this question is for everyone. If you could choose any mentor, who would you choose and why?
Love that question.
I'm going to keep it 100. Let's just go off of the ones that I have a lot of knowledge of. One, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I'd be damned if I choose Zordon. After watching all the other motherfucking Sentai, he can't help me do a motherfucking thing. This motherfucker stuck in a fish bowl. So at least Doggy Kruger was getting in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Doggy was getting mixy. So it damn sure wouldn't be Zordon. Hey, David Fielding, I'm sorry if you see this, but you will be my last motherfucking option to be a sensei. And then your ass came on the scene talking about you need teenagers with attitudes. Like, out of all people to protect the motherfucking world, you want to pick teenagers with attitudes. Like, what type of shit was you on, Zordon? So I would 100% probably go with Doggy, because Doggy was getting in the mix. If his number was called, he was in the field. He was getting mixy. He was a great combatant. And yeah, I'm going Doggy, man. I'm going Doggy.
All right.
I ain't gonna lie. You want to go ahead, Daemon?
You got it, Spazz, because y'all feel like you about to make me mad. Keep going. You good?
Hey, nah, no bullshit. I'm going with his answer. I'm going straight Doggy Kruger, because outside of him putting belt to ass, watching SPD, that he was one of the main mentors that ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. If you tripping as a ranger, he gonna tell you how it is. Get your mind right. And he also let them rangers know, y'all seen me whoop ass. That don't mean y'all can call on me for everything. Y'all need to learn how to get as good as me, so y'all don't need to call me. That's the type of mentor I want guiding me through a battle.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you too, Spazz. There's an argument to be made. Doggy Kruger was the main character SPD. He had his story and his villain revolved around him.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie. I never thought about it like that, but when you put it like that, that damn near is his show.
That's his. That is his show, bro. That's his villain. That's his nemesis. You know what I'm saying?
His
now,
get back story.
I never thought about it like that, but you're definitely right about that.
That is crazy.
You feel what I'm saying? Think of any other ones. Don't get me wrong. You get some other mentors that probably had beef, like Udana had beef with the old dude and put him away and stuff like that. But it was never like her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Doggy Kruger was in the mix in almost every battle, even storylines and plot threads that even included Jack. Doggy was there, like, you know, telling them about itself, like, from the gate. You know what I'm saying?
That is crazy.
And then you really
don't
can't
have
say
man.
none of the Red Rangers, it evolved around any of the Red Rangers, because they evolved. I mean, they rotated. So I would say Doggy, but Daemon, what's your answer?
You know, I was really thinking here, and I was like, man, what if I just go Tommy, man? Diamond Thunder Black, he was good. He did great. I mean, he gave him the little knowledge that they needed and stuff like that. But man, he got packed up by Trent Mercer, man. I'm over here in the shell. I'm like, damn, I'm thinking of it a little harder. I'm like, was he really thinking? Man. But I mean, honestly, I think I'm gonna go Tommy at the end of the day. I think I'm gonna go Tommy. I mean, what he did in Dino Thunder, he was honestly, if we want to be particularly honest here, he was one of the reasons why Power Rangers Dino Thunder is Power Rangers Dino Thunder the way it is right now. I mean, with his combat, then we had the Trent Mercer aura farming over there. We had Mesogod doing whatever he had going on over there. Then we don't even get me started about Zeltrax. What is that? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I feel like I'm gonna go Tommy Oliver, man. He'll show me how to do a 1-2 punch.
When Tommy first jumped on the scene in Dino Thunder, bro got chased by a dinosaur, and his first instinct was to try to kick it in the face.
Oh.
That's a wild man.
I ain't gonna say, like the eyeball out that T-Rex. Y'all see?
Through that famous spin kick, I'm like, oh yeah, you built different. Cause me, I would have been running for my life. Buddy say, nah, I fight people like that on the daily.
My boy did fall off. My boy did jump off that Mesogod blown up island at the beginning of the first minute of the episode. That moment,
Hey, I do like that answer. I love it. All right, give us one more in the chat, and then Damon's going to take it away and give us some new information about Guardians of the Origin Crystal, a Power Rangers fan project on the way. So make sure you I can't even talk. Stay tuned for that. And while we wait for our questions, Spazz, let people know where they can follow you at. Daemon, let people know where they can follow you at.
You can follow me on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify. Look up Spazz the Visionary. You're going to see this face, whether it's a goofy face or a beautiful one. It's going to be me.
Not a pretty one, but we'll be all right. All right, so then the only thing I really give out is just my TikTok. It's going to be The Lost Rangers on TikTok. All the rest of my soldiers, I kind of keep on the private, you know. That's just how it is. But that would be it for me. The Lost Rangers on TikTok.
All right, so give us one more question in the chat. King Spade said I followed both of them. Thank you for that, King Spade. Thank you for the
Appreciate you.
follow.
Thank
And
you,
thank
thank
y'all for
you.
tuning in today. Hey, there it goes. Origins OT or Guardians OT Origins Crystal. Lock in. That's
Hit that
TikTok,
follow
right?
button.
Hey, how many followers we have, Spazz? How many followers?
1,193.
Hey, chat. I don't know if y'all really been tuning into the origins like that, but we actually posted a video 2 videos ago. One of us made, and we said if we had 1,500 followers by November 1st, we was going to drop the gender of the first Guardian that is going to be released sometime pretty soon.
Mhm.
And we didn't hit it obviously, but maybe that I have something in tune at the end of this. I'm gonna be quiet. What's the next question, Jetson? What's
Hey,
the next
let's
question?
get it, man. What's the next question, man? How y'all ever watched Flea got motivated, but just his voice and started working out? Billy, what the BK? What the hell you talking about? Talking about my
I
boy.
guess he's saying you motivational.
Hey, motivation is yo, bro. If you working out right now, man, give me 50, man. Give me 50 push-ups, man. Lock in, man. Shout out my boy BK, man. Shout out my boy BK. He's actually the winner of the last PlayStation 5 giveaway. Big shout out to
Hey.
him, man. He did amazing job. He supported every video, even though it cost a little more because he's in Canada. I didn't know it was that much in Canada for a PS5. But shout out to him for becoming the PS5 winner. All right, I followed both of them in our audition for the Guardian of the Origin Crystal. That's fire, man.
Let's
I hope
get
you
it.
get it, man. Nightmare, thank you. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on here, man. Yeah, get that G Fuel, man. Promo code FleeboyJetson, 20% off. Well, Fleeboy, even though my wife tells me make it FleeboyJetson, because, you know, I be saying that shit just randomly. FleeboyJetson. But let's go. What season did the best Easter egg and callbacks to previous season? It's got to be Wild Force with Forever Red. Not only did you get multiple,
Oh, I know what you. Yeah.
not only did you get multiple callbacks to what each ranger accomplished, you know, whether West saving the timeline or, you know, this one saving the universe, and then you get a mashup of every Red Ranger at the time previous, even bringing Jason back, and then seeing the shit that they was doing. My God, that should have, I'm not gonna lie, you dropped the ball, Power Rangers, because that should have been a 2 or 3-parter at least. A
That would have
one-parter
went
was
crazy.
unacceptable. That should have been,
Definitely.
if they would have built that up, my God, that would have been the best arc in Power Rangers history. Plain and simple. It's still the best episode, but it would have been the best arc. Spazz, what you think? What was the best callback?
One that I would like to mention only because at the time that I had watched it, it genuinely made my jaw drop. The end of Mystic Force, finding out that Rita Repulsa ends up like turning over to good and is like the Mystic Mother, who's, I don't know the full story behind it, but she's some powerful being that kind of has to do with a lot of their magic. So to see that the start of Power Rangers, Rita's this evil being that's trapped in this thing and giving them hell. Fast forward all these years, and now she's the Mystic Mother, a nice being that gives out good energy. That was dope to me. That was dope because that also, for people who were new to Power Rangers at the time, that gave them a reason to look up who is Rita Repulsa. Boom, now you back to Mighty Morphin, giving love to the OGs. So I fucks with that.
And I love the way they're continuing that in the comic books, where Rita is the reason why the Power Rangers Prime had their powers. For those who don't know, she gives them their powers in the current comic book run right now, and takes a page out the 2017 movie and becomes the 6th Ranger of the team. So, yeah, the Power Rangers Prime, you gotta lock in, Spazz.
I gotta lock in. Yeah, I
fire.
don't know nothing about the comics, honestly. I've been, besides what people tell me, so I truly have to lock in because it sounds
that
fire.
story right now is going crazy, man. I'm loving every bit of it. Daemon, what's your favorite callback or Easter egg?
Man. So one thing Easter egg kind of thing, I guess you would say, something along the lines of, so let's go back to Zeo. I think it was in one of the first episodes, if not the first episode. whenever they were talking about how the Zords were made and how the Thunder Zords from Mighty Morphin Season 2 was incorporated to the actual Zords of Zeo, their original Zords. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty
That's
pretty
dope.
cool. Okay. I guess that would be mine. I guess you would say.
That's dope.
Hey, everybody, thank y'all for the Q&A. Thank y'all for the questions. You know, as the podcast gets bigger, man, super chats, attach your questions to the super chats and we'll read them throughout the stream at the end of the stream. But Daemon, let us hear it, man. What you got for us?
So we've been getting the same question over and over and over. When's gonna be your first Guardian? When's gonna be the release? What's the gender? What's this? What's that? I'll answer I'll kill two birds with one stone.
Hey, let's get it.
Just because y'all stayed here for so long, I appreciate, Spazz appreciates, Fleeboy appreciates. First, I'm gonna give you when the first Guardian will be released. It is going to be November 14th, sometime after 3 o'clock.
Hey, I'll be reposting, man. If you're not following him, make sure you lock in. If you're not following Spazz, make sure you lock in because you're not gonna want to miss that. I'll definitely repost that though. And what's the second one?
Tune in.
So the gender. Gender. So we already actually announced it. Actually, fun fact, me and Spazz already announced it on a live stream. And we didn't really had about 5 or 6 people in there. They hit the like goal for us. I think they hit like 50,000 likes. Believe it or not, Fleeboy, they hit that in like 5 to 10 minutes. 50,000 likes in 5 to 10 minutes.
I know they fingers was cramped up.
I'm talking everything. They're using all 10 and they're doing this. All right, anyways. So the gender that will be released on November 14th, sometime after 3 o'clock Central. It is going to be a female Guardian. Our first Guardian will be a female.
Hey, lock in, chat. Let's go crazy.
And for that cast announcement.
Hey, so stay tuned, man. I see the passion in these brothers' eyes, man. Please go support Guardians of the Origin, Crystal, VR Rangers. Fight for the Gridscape will be out this Monday. So make sure y'all tune in for that. Follow these men on all platforms. Gentlemen, thank y'all so much for coming by and talking Rangers with me. I had a phenomenal time. Y'all already know what it is. And chat, stay tuned, man. We got a clip from our sponsor. We got a word from Lord Zed. And we also have an interview with David Fielding coming up next. I love y'all. Love yourself. Pass that love on and love others. And if nobody told you so, just know your boy love you. May the power protect you. Until next time, once a Ranger, always a Ranger. Yeah. Thank you, fellas, man. I'll catch y'all.
Appreciate it. Glad to.
This FleeboyJetson has dared to make a podcast about the Power Rangers. Pathetic. It's intriguing. Go ahead and make your little podcast. Just remember, I'll be watching. So, this FleeboyJetson has dared to make a podcast about the Power Rangers. Pathetic. It's intriguing. Go ahead and make your little podcast. Just remember, I'll be watching.
Hey guys, this is Jason Douglas.
Zada MacArthur, voice of Yuji Itadori. This is Derek Snow, the voice of Shinra Kusakabe.
This is Phil Parsons, voice of Kenny the Ripper Ackerman.
It's Merc Nguyen. You're watching Voice of the Heroes. Take it away, Fleeboy.
What's good, everybody? You already know who it is and what it is. And if you don't, it's the one and only one, FleeboyJetson. And you're watching Voice of the Heroes. So if you're tuning in for the first time, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming interviews or discussions with your favorite heroes and villains from around the world. And today we have a very special guest. He is not only the voice, but the face we all grew up with, especially if you grew up watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. He is the mentor that guided the teenagers with attitudes against the forces of darkness through multiple seasons that included Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Power Rangers Xeno, Power Rangers Turbo, Power Rangers in Space. Let's welcome David Fielding to the show. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for coming. So we're definitely going to geek out and talk about some Power Rangers stuff. Now, you started out voicing Zordon, and then eventually, you know, the late, great Robert L. Amahheim, right? That's how you pronounce his last name? Manahan, excuse me. Got to voice the character over the couple of seasons, but throughout all these seasons, they still used your likeness. Did you have to come in every other season and do additional recording, or did they just recycle the footage from the 93 season?
They recycled the footage from the pilot that we shot. I never filmed anything beyond the pilot. So all of the footage of Zordon's face is taken from that footage. So I guess they got a bang for their buck on that one.
Oh, what? They used that. They used it in like 4 different seasons.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
all
And
that
because
work they did was from that pilot?
yeah, because the way the show was produced, it was a non-union show. So uh, when we filmed the pilot, it hadn't been picked up by Fox yet. It hadn't been sold to a studio or whatever. So I was just the contract that I signed was a day player non-union contract, which is a very basic contractual agreement that a lot of actors sign to do like a one-day work job out there in Hollywood. And it paid $150, and that was it. And they owned all of the footage that they shot because of that non-union contract. So they were able to use that footage in any way that they saw fit. And I don't know when the decision was made to just not include me in any other filming of it, but I think that was may have been the plan from the beginning, because they were reusing the Sentai footage for every of the episodes and sort of like taking it out of context of the original Sentai show and pasting it in whatever they had written for the American version of the show. So they just felt it was easier. And one of the other reasons they did that is because there were no toys for Zordon. Zordon wasn't an American invention for the show. There was no real sort of counterpart to the Zoo Ranger show that was the majority of the Mighty Morphin seasons that footage was taken from. So they didn't really feel the need to concentrate on the character that much. They just would throw him up there to either give advice or to let the Rangers know what was going to happen or what was happening during the fight, and to congratulate them when they won. But because there was no merchandise that they were actually actively pushing or anything like that, there was no reason to sort of like focus any sort of attention on Zordon. So it's the nature of the business.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because, you know, well, now we have so much context and so much history for Zordon that I think it would have been wonderful if they would have explored the character a little more and got to his backstory in the series. But, you know, hopefully they get around to doing that in some of the upcoming stuff that they got in the works. But you contributed to one of the most enduring kid franchises in television history. Yet early production was famously low budget, like you talked about, and fast paced. What were some of the pros of cons on working on a cultural juggernaut like Power Rangers?
Well, at the time when we were working on it, before it actually hit the airwaves, it was just like a job, and a very infrequent job for me because I wasn't on set every day like the kids, you know, because they were doing 14, 15, 16-hour days, 6 days a week. I was off working a day job, and every 3 or 4 weeks, I would get a call to come into the ADR studio to do the lines for the 4 or 5 episodes that they had shot. And then I would go away again and not hearing another thing for another 3 or 4 weeks. So it was very infrequent. I felt very distant from the show, very much like the character of Zordon. I was separated, and but it was also very cool to come in and see what they had filmed and to get the synopsis of some of the plots and trying to figure out how to react to some of the crazy monsters and stuff that they fought. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I actually seen in a couple of interviews, right? The cast was talking about how, they would put a tennis ball in the place of Zordon up on the wall or something. They would have to stare at at the tennis ball, excuse me, or the globe on the side of them. Like they would tell them, hey, look here, look there. And I also seen in an interview that you only got to see the cast one time. And that was in like some audition, and you didn't get to see them for years on later.
Well, I mean, I saw them twice, actually. I saw them during the audition, and then they were there the day that we filmed. So they were actually feeding my lines, and I was actually acting with them during the filming process. But after that, I never saw them again. I mean, it would have been nice if they had brought me into the command center scenes so that I could have done the lines for them while they were looking at that tennis ball on the wall, rather than them just relying on some production assistant who would read the lines, because whenever you do acting, you like to react to the actual voice of the person that you're acting with. And so it was tough on them to have to sort of like act that they were hearing, the voice of Zordon, this wise mentor character, when it was obviously just somebody off screen reading the lines off a page and not really giving them a whole lot of acting into it. So yeah.
So altogether, how many episodes did you actually do on the first Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
I did the voice for the first 31 episodes. My last episode was Calamity Kimberly, where Kimberly is like up in the plane and she has to fly it and land it by herself or whatever. That was the last episode that I actually did the voice. And if you pay close attention, you can actually hear the change from my voice to Robert's in episode 32.
Interesting. And you said you did get to see the cast the second time. When was the second time you got to see them?
When we were filming for the pilot, that was it. And then I didn't see them again for like another 20 years until 2014 when I did my first Power Morphicon convention.
Oh, so you didn't even get to meet JDF in the beginning?
No. Unfortunately, I didn't get to meet Twee and I didn't get to meet JDF until 2016. So as it's very interesting to know that, Jason and Tommy had this relationship with the Zordon character, but we never actually met face to face or spoke or acted together on the screen. So, and unfortunately, I never got to meet Twee because when we filmed the pilot, the part of Trini was played by Audrey Dubois in the pilot before she was replaced and recast. So yeah, unfortunately, I never got to meet those two. JDF later, yes, but Twee I never got to meet.
When did you get to meet JDF? At a Morphicon?
It was it was at a convention. I'm not sure if it was Pensacon or at some other location, but we got to meet and chat, and he was very warm and very a pleasure to talk to. Very busy, of course. He had so many people waiting on him and stuff. So we just had. And then I saw him several times after that, but it was always very brief because he was always here and there and going very fast. So yeah.
How much freedom did you have in shaping the tone and delivery of the character?
That's a great question because on one hand, I didn't have very much freedom at all because there was not a whole lot to do with Zordon. When I auditioned for the character, the only information I was given was that he's a 10,000-year-old wizard and he's trapped in a time warp. Go. And so, unlike the Boom Studios comics, where they really go into detail about Zordon's backstory and what the planet of Eltar is like, and there was none of that. And the only sort of direction I was given was very minimal. And when I was doing the ADR voices for the episodes, it was all very quick and sharp, and it was all very basic because Zordon was basically a exposition device. He would give them information about what was going on, how to try to solve the problem, and then, probably give them some words of advice or words of congratulations at the end, and that was it. There was no character building for the character. He was very much like what you see on the show. He was just this face on a wall, and he was a force for good, definitely, but there wasn't a whole lot of fleshing him out in a certain sense.
Yeah. Were you surprised on how passionate and loyal the Power Ranger fandom has been even throughout the decades?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was invited to do a small convention in 2011, Con in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And that was my first time sitting on a stage and looking at an audience of people and realizing, oh wow, this show really meant something to people. Because when I filmed it, it was just sort of like, oh, this is one of those Saturday morning cartoon shows. It'll be on the air for a year and then it'll disappear. And after I left LA and moved back to the East Coast, it was just sort of like a strange anecdote that I could tell people at parties that, oh yeah, I was on this kids television show, and it was kind of fun to do that, but I didn't really keep up with it. And it wasn't until Facebook got released in like 2009, and I started to get messages from people that I didn't know asking me if I was the actor that played Zordon on Power Rangers. And I was very curious. I was like, oh, is that show still, what happened to that show? And that's when I started to realize, oh, wow, they filmed all these multiple seasons, and then they had different seasons with different actors and stuff. And I was like, wow, this show is still going on. And yeah, sitting on that stage in 2011 and hearing people tell stories about what the show meant to them, yeah, I really finally understood, oh, that little thing I did, almost 30 years ago, that really means a lot. And so I've tried to honor that as much as possible.
Yeah, it definitely means so much to the world, especially to, kids that grew up in the 90s like myself. Like, I think Power Rangers did such a great job of giving, everyone across the world a hero to look up with the diversity of the cast and things like that. And recently in Hollywood Demons, where the show, indicated how Tony Oliver said, he feels like it was a mistake to cast the Black Ranger as a Black actor and the Yellow Ranger as the Yellow Ranger. But growing up, we didn't see it like that or understand, the culture that they have now, the woke culture and and I found it really interesting and so classy that Walter Jones came out and said, hey, you can't really call it a mistake because, the Black Ranger was one of the first Black superheroes on television.
Yeah. And I was going to mention that Walter, has told the story a number of times that he was super stoked that he got to wear the black outfit. He thought it looked really cool, and he liked being the mastodon and having the axe and stuff. He was really into it. So I mean, I understand what Tony is saying about thinking that it might have been a mistake and sending the wrong message, but like you pointed out, I think kids just took it and said, "Oh, he's the Black Ranger," because that's what was given to him. It wasn't that they selected it because of how he looked or anything like that. It was just the Morphin Grid assigned him the mastodon powers, and that just happened to be the color. And I know that College Humor did a whole skit where they, Zordon is a racist and stuff, and you can poke fun at it and stuff like that. But as Walter says, he was like the first Black superhero on television, and I think that's really important, and that's what should be the focus, not the sort of blatant color coding. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I agree with Walter on that whole thing.
Yeah,
so.
100%. I thought it was perfectly spoken on his behalf. And kids, I know even today, some of the kids that grew up watching Power Rangers didn't think like that. I know we probably, all of us that's in our 30s, 40s, or whatever the case may be, that was watching Hollywood Demons was like, wow, they did do that, but like, who cares? But it is what it is. Looking back, how do you think Zordon's impact, not even within the pilot, but throughout the seasons and his character in general, put a moral compass for the generational, youth, or the ethical or emotional legacy that he left behind? What do you think audience will take away from that?
Well, I think even though it isn't stated outright, that the subconscious elements of the character have impacted people, because Zordon is very unique in the mentor state because he's not able to physically help the Rangers at all. When you take other mentors like Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Mr. Miyagi from the Karate Kid, they actually can impose themselves between their charge and the bad guys and take some of the heat and they can participate in the struggle. Zordon can't do that. All he can do is encourage and to support his team. And I think that's a really important lesson for kids that are growing up and listening, to have somebody who says, I'm in your corner no matter what. You can do this. I believe in you. And so I think that's the impact that Zordon has. And I think that's why he's lasted as one of the favorite mentors of the series, the franchise, because I think they understand that, Zordon is always going to be there for them. He's always going to be the one that has an invisible hand on their shoulder and saying, it's okay. You've got this. Stand up and do what's right.
Yeah, I love that. I'm not even gonna lie. That's where I got from it, because Zordon, he's always encouraged them to, be better. And I definitely think he was definitely top 3 mentors in the series completely. Now, June 5th marks the 30th anniversary of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. And it's so crazy because I remember where I was when the movie came out. But as a kid, I never realized the switch that happened with you and Robert, right? And then even later on, it literally was today when I learned that it wasn't even you in the movie. It was actually a gentleman named Nicholas Bell.
Yeah,
So I'm
Nicholas
like,
Bell, he was the one laying in the crystal bed there. Yeah.
yeah, so all these years, about 30 years, I've always knew only your face.
Right.
And
right.
I'm pretty sure it was like that for a lot of people, because when you're younger and you're watching this show and you're whether you're 5, you're 10, even if you're like 15, you're not really looking at the post credits, you're not looking at the casting, you just see a face and you hear a voice. So you have always been the ideal Zordon. Now, what did you think about the movie when it first came out, and were you kind of shocked what they did with Zordon?
Well, I didn't see the movie when it first came out because I had left and had moved on and was doing other things. But I immediately, once things started to once I started to realize, oh, this show is still going on and people want to see me and know about stuff, I went back and watched it and enjoyed it a lot. They had actually called me when they were first planning on filming it in Los Angeles, and they wanted to know where I was and what my availability was. And then I never heard anything from them again, because obviously they had gone down to Australia to save money and they cast a local down there. And that's why Zordon in the movie doesn't look like Zordon from the TV show. It's a completely different look, almost like a pale face that's a little like flattened out a little bit, I guess. And then of course Nicholas lying in the crystal bed is the first time and only time that we see Zordon outside of the power chamber. So yeah, but I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. The CGI could have been a lot better, but again, I don't think that they were throwing, all of their money at that. They were just concentrating on trying to tell the best story that they could and just have fun.
Yeah, I think they had like a $50 million budget, something like that. But
something, I mean, I know that they were down there 3 months longer than they were supposed to be because they had gone in one direction and then they scrapped all of that and had to start from scratch. So the kids got to have like a nice 6 months, 7 month time, living in Australia and living down there, and that would have been very cool. But yeah, I mean, I've talked to Karen Ashley and Johnny Young Bosch and Steve Cardenas, that they were like, they should have brought you down, and I'm like, yeah, they should have, but it is what it is.
Yeah, how do you say you went back and you checked out some of the old stuff? When you found out the popularity of Power Rangers was still going on, and the series was continuing. How did you feel about the way Zordon's story arc ended in Power Rangers in Space?
I thought it was great. I thought that they had done like a really nice heroic arc for the character, and the fact that he sacrifices himself for the greater good. And it's very emotional the way that Andros plays that. Christopher Kamen Lee as Andros. The how do you kill your mentor? How do you follow through with that kind of order? And I think that's very impactful. And I've had so many fans come up and tell me about they were so sad that Zordon did that, and everybody likes to make fun that Andros kills Zordon, but I don't think he actually kills him, because Zordon is trapped in a time warp and is existing in a different dimension. So shattering the power chamber, even though it releases all that good energy and wipes out the putties and transforms Divatox and Lord Zed, I think it just severs Zordon's connection to this dimension of reality. I think he's still out there, and the once and always special Billy is still searching for Zordon. Billy believes that Zordon's alive, so I kind of I'm in that camp that Zordon's out there. They just need to go find him.
I love that thought. I love that theory, man. That's something I didn't even think about until you just said it.
Yeah.
Now, if Zordon was reimagined today, right, in a prestige series or animated format, what narrative or complexities should or character flaws would you want them to explore that wasn't possible in the original run?
Well, I think they kind of touched on that in the 2017 movie with Bryan Cranston, because his Zordon was so focused on trying to defeat Rita, to solve the problem, and to defeat her finally once and for all, that he couldn't see that he was being too harsh or too irritated with the Power Rangers. And of course, I think a lot of those elements were placed into the movie because that was what was speaking to older fans, and people wanted a little bit more of a realistic take on the Power Rangers rather than the old rated G with extra cheese that we did on the TV show. But I think if they did something new, sorry, my cat's getting through the air there. If they did something new with Zordon, I would like to see them do like an animated version of the Shattered Grid from the Boom Studios comics. To see Lord Draken actually be brought to life in animation that way, and just bring back all the surviving members that were from the original show, and we could voice those characters. I think that would be great, because those comics are they do have sort of a lighthearted aspect to them, but they also have a very adult themed or mature take on what would actually be like to be a Power Ranger. How does it affect your life, really, rather than just doing these sort of monster of the week episodes, or the way that the show was in the first 3 or 4 seasons, where it was just very mostly lighthearted and a lot of comedic value and stuff. And but yeah, if they did something like that's what I would think that they would go in that kind of direction.
I would love that. That's a dream come true for me. As you can see, the helmet,
Yeah,
like Lord Drakon coming, like it would be so amazing. I would freak out. And I'm not even gonna lie, watching shows like Go Loser Ranger and what's the other one? Red Ranger becomes an adventure in another world. The anime shows that they have that are like heavy super Sentai.
Yeah.
It's like I could see Power Rangers in these shows.
Yeah.
And I think that would be amazing. You can bring back, voice actors, Power Rangers that became voice actors, popular voice actors like Johnny Young Bosch
Yeah.
and some of the other ones. It would be amazing to see them, come back in some type of form of way. I think that was an amazing idea. But we do have Disney is developing the new live action reboot of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on Disney Plus. The showrunners will be Jonathan E. Steinberg and Dan Schatz. Now, both of these gentlemen already worked on shows on Disney Plus, like Percy Jackson and the Olympians. They also worked on Apple TV's Jason Momoa C, Black Sails, and also Jericho. So now, even with Percy Jackson, they bought like a little, not I don't want to say adult theme, but like more catered to like older teens, and it was pretty good. And I also see a lot of Cobra Kai in Power Rangers. Like when the show Cobra Kai came out, like you take away the morphers and stuff like that, I think that Power Rangers can do a very good job at mixing that show with maybe something like Percy Jackson, because the monsters and the overall CGI for the monsters in Percy Jackson looked really good. So it gives me a lot of hope. But my question to you is, what do you think will be some of the key ingredients for this show to succeed and attract new audience?
That's a great question. I'm not sure I'm qualified to answer it, but
what would you like to see?
Oh gosh. Because there was such a charm to the original show with the very obvious suit actors in the giant Megazords and battling over this small city and stuff. So there's a real charm to that sort of Japanese kaiju type production values. But because of we're 35 years beyond that now or whatever. So I would hope that whatever special effects or CGI that they use, it does have much more of a fluid and realistic look to it. One of my issues with the 2017 movie is that it took so long for them to actually transform into the Power Rangers, and that the Zords themselves were too small and too odd looking to actually be something that you would get excited about. I really like the iconic design of the original Zords, where it's very definitely a saber-tooth tiger. It's very definitely a Triceratops. So, try to keep those elements and but make it look slightly frightening in some way, that there is this huge Pacific Rim element where you have this gigantic mobile unit that is as tall as a building running through and battling a monster of the same size. That's got to be a little bit frightening. And that would, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not part of the business anymore, so I really can't determine, what's being said in the boardroom. What are they talking about when they're putting these scripts together and all that kind of thing. So I just hope that the guys who are putting it together take a lot of looks at, what made the show popular and try to pull in as many of those elements. I mean, I think the heart and soul of Power Rangers, at least the Mighty Morphin side that I was a part of, the heart and soul of that show was Bulk and Skull. You had these two really bumbling, villainous or tried to be villain characters who have this great arc all the way through it, where they start off as like these sort of silly villains, and then by the end of it, they're leading the charge to try to, at the final battle, they're telling everybody, we've got to help the Power Rangers out, and it's a great heroic art for those characters. But I think, if you can inject some of that humor in there at certain points, Marvel does this a lot in their movies, where it's very intense action, it all looks great, but you also have these funny quips and you find yourself laughing at it. So they've got to find that that balance, that equal balance there, and I hope they do that.
Yeah, I agree, because when you think of Power Rangers, you think about so much. Not only do you think about, the comic relief, you think about the action side of things. Like, these were actual martial artists as actors,
Yeah.
like playing these suits. So I think the choreography has to be like on point when they're fighting. I feel like if they do want to do outside of the suit, I think they definitely should explore teenagers with attitudes and what they
Yeah.
go through on an everyday life, like basic, like whether it's being bullied in school or mental health, things like that. I think if the characters are written well, and they got to go back to the original. I need to see Trini, Zach, Jason, Tommy, Kimberly, Billy.
Yeah.
I think the original cast will be amazing. And
I hope that they bring the music back too. Ron Wasserman's all those guitar riffs, the theme, it shows up very briefly in the 2017 movie, and it got a really big reaction in the audience that I was in when I saw the movie. But I mean, that's part of the show as well. If you don't have those guitar licks and you have that driving, go Power Rangers music, that's such an important part of it as well.
definitely, and they can even change it up a little bit, because the X-Men animated series just dropped, X-Men 97, and
Yeah.
it was a huge success critically
Yeah.
and with the audience. And the main thing that you take away from X-Men 97 is the theme song. It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that na-na-na-na-na-na. So when you have something like Go Power Rangers, I feel like you can incorporate it, but also put your own spin on it. Just don't, fade to wave.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, bring back a 90s guitarist to add to it. Get Tom Morello or Slash or somebody like that in there and play that guitar riff. Yeah, it'll be great.
All right, the next questions are universal. I ask all my guests these questions. We're coming to the end of the show. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, check us out on Spotify. And if you do like, comment, and subscribe, we're giving away a PS5 at the milestone of 5K. We just gave one away at 2.5. Big shout out to BK Numbers, for winning that. Thank you so much for all your support. Now, who are your top 5 Power Rangers of all time? Well, let's do top 3. Let's do your Mount Rushmore. We'll do
my
four.
Mount Rushmore of Power Rangers. Is this just characters from the show or just the actual Power Rangers?
These are the characters from the show. Like, so it could be, or the Power Ranger. Let's just do Power Rangers so we can make it simple. Blue Ranger, Green Ranger.
Gosh, this is such a hard question because there's so many great characters. Tommy Oliver obviously is going to have to be one of them because he wasn't just the Green Ranger and the White Ranger. He went on to become, he wore red, he wore black. I mean, he had a whole spectrum, and his contribution to the franchise is indisputable as far as like how he connected to the audience, and that's one of the reasons why he's so popular. So Tommy Oliver would have to be up there.
Yeah,
Zach,
he was the face. Zach was. Hey,
Zach
man,
has
he
to be up there.
developed his own style of fighting. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, talk about teenager with attitude. That guy had such a great one. Jason is also great, but for different reasons, because he is the sort of stoic, strong-jawed type character where he doesn't say a whole lot, but he gets the job done. He gets that done. Wes from Time Force is another great Power Ranger. He would be great.
That's 4. That's 4.
And Jen as well from Time Force is great. I believe that's her name. Erin Cahill's character was Jen, right? I think. So many great Power Rangers.
You got your 4 though. You got Tommy, Zach, Jason, and Wes. So
Wes,
those will be your 4.
Yeah.
All right, that's phenomenal. Now, the next question, we're gonna go all over the place. We're gonna go fiction period. Who are your 5 best fictional character? Who is your top 5 best fictional characters of all time?
Wow. Okay. I'm a big fan of pulp stories from like the late 20s and early 30s. Those characters. So Doc Savage is a big character for me. Um, uh, I also enjoy uh, Snake Plissken from Escape from New York. That character is great.
Oh, that was my
Um,
grandma's favorite.
yeah,
That's
he's
Kurt Russell, right?
yeah, and talk about somebody with attitude. Snake Plissken's got a lot of attitude. Um, John Wick is another great
Oh,
fictional character.
that's my joint. I love that franchise.
Yeah. Oh gosh, who else?
Got 2 more.
2 more. Oh my gosh.
You
Oh
can go into
wow.
books also, TV shows, movies, cartoons.
Wow, this is a great question because there are so many to choose from. There are so many influences.
I was just
Captain America has to be there. He's
oh,
my all-time Steve Rogers and um, Sam Wilson. The Captain America character is very dear and near to my heart, so he has to be one of them. Um, oh gosh,
got one
who
more.
else? Yeah.
I know this is a hard one because every time I think of it or I ask the question, I think to myself, who would be mine? And I get a
Uh,
different answer every time.
I think the last one has to be Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings because he is
Oh,
again one of those tried and true characters that stays loyal and stays the course throughout the entire uh, line of that story, and he's a true hero. So Samwise Gamgee is the last one.
I love it. Are there any lines from Zordon that resonated with you on a personal level?
Yeah, I mean, there's two. There's the teleport to the command center is, very iconic, but I think the one that always sticks with me the most is "May the power protect you."
Love it. Are there any upcoming conventions or projects you're able to talk about?
I don't have any upcoming conventions. I'm hoping to have some other ones lined up. I just got through doing one 2 weeks ago in Lufkin, Texas. So I hope I have another one coming up soon. But I don't have anything set in stone at this moment in time. And right now I'm just currently working on book 4 of my Lincoln Bright series. That's what I'm working on right now.
Oh, I love it. So you're a writer.
I am, yeah. I have a series of supernatural paranormal books called the Lincoln Bright Stories. Glims, Gaunts, and Gifts are the first 3 books, and I'm currently working on book 4, The Dead.
Oh, I love it, man. Where can people find these books if I wanted to check it out?
You can find them on Barnes and Noble. Just put my name into the search bar, and they should come up. So yeah.
And let people know where they can find you at on social media.
You can find me on Blue Sky. You can also find me on Instagram at DJ_Fielding_Zordon.
Thank you so much for coming to the show. I hope we can get you back sometime to talk more Power Rangers.
Oh, you bet.
And hey, if you're ever coming to Tulsa, let me know, man. They got a convention August, I think 9th to 10th. You should check it out and come out here, man. The Oklahoma Comic Con. That would be amazing. I'd love to go down there and get something signed from you. Do you have a website or something or Streamily where people can go get autographs from you?
My booking agent is Celebrity Talent Booking, and I believe that they have a place where you can pre-order prints or something like that. Or you can reach me on Cameo and get a cameo from me. That's another way to get a hold of stuff. So yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Heroes, Villains. This has been our episode. And like always, man, please don't forget to love yourself, pass that love on and love others. And if nobody told you so, just know your boy love you. We got a bunch more Power Ranger members from the cast of Mighty Morphin to Time Force, Wild, Wild Force. Man, it's just so much I can't think of right now. Make sure y'all follow me at FleeboyJetson on social media. I'll keep you updated with all the interviews coming out. The whole month of June, every week we'll be dropping a new Power Rangers series. Thank you so much, David, for coming on the show. You got anything to say before we get up out of here?
Well, as Zordon would tell you, may the power protect you.
Heroes, villains, we're out of here.
Sing it with me.